Get away from me, guap, bitch.
That's pure gaping.
She's hardly AI.
No, it could be. I can't say it. Could be the same person every time. I don't know. Like,
I hope we're recording.
Oh, we all right.
the cancellation.
That'll be enough today.
Cancellation of John Devlin. You know that's what's going to be.
It was going to be. It was
We'll
going
have one
to.
of them warning signs under the episode.
Aye,
that-
fear discretion
What are you
advised.
gonna-
Aye.
You used to put that in M&M's.
Aye. Would you steal a car?
I don't know if I want this pillow. Can I throw that over there? Good lad.
See, I was
I would mind that pillow actually. Go and give me that
Do
pillow.
you want that back? Can you catch it the way I caught it though?
Aye,
No, do it with one hand.
Well, I'll do
Look
it. I'll
at
do
me.
it. I just
Look
wanna
me.
steady
Don't
myself.
watch
Look,
the Guinness.
look me in the eyes and you do it. You ready?
Go.
Oh,
You didn't have this.
that was anticlimactic.
You
as
didn't
fuck.
have as cool a face as
Aye,
John,
aye.
John Devlin was making there. Yours was pure panic.
Oh, dear God.
Oh, we're all here now, aren't we?
I'm worried about this episode, to be honest.
I would be. I would.
I would be too.
Yeah.
That'd be grand. That'd be grand.
I think
That's
we've-
what we said the
we've-
last 4 times.
Aye, but this is your third.
Third, I am in Wild Horse.
Oh, well horse.
Aye.
It couldn't be as bad.
The lost tips
The lost tapes.
of well horse.
Some fucking deadly gas in that.
We have some deadly guess.
We'll get it back, lads. We'll get it back. Don't worry. It's coming back. It's coming back.
I actually remember I missed one as well.
You missed the one with Sean. Sean's actually started comedy now.
Very good.
Sean McConville.
He'd
Yes,
be
I
a
seen
good
his,
comedian.
it was like a rap song against Shane Talk.
Yeah, it was class too.
Oh, what was it?
Mike McGoldrick.
Straight out of
Because he told us about
He
that
showed
number.
us it. He played it for us.
Straight out of Hollywood or something.
Yeah, aye.
He
It was
played
unreal.
that
I
for
enjoyed
us.
that now.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Oh, he's a I'm sorry I missed that episode now. That would've been a good episode.
He went on stage. I remember he went on fucking class too. He went on stage and did this whole bit about he was playing the ukulele and he was doing like a song, and he did this whole bit about I can't remember the
Prop
whole-
comic.
Yeah, but he did this whole yes, one of them cunts, yes. But he went
I
on,
thought that's what you were going to be, to be fair.
what a prop comic. I think I was just gonna go on and be like, lads, give us 1 second. Have you seen this video that I did? I've got 5 minutes here. Just
Or have like a printout
aye.
of like your wee
I
spy
loved
fella
it. My
and a
dream-
wee hole.
Aye, my dream is
Just
to
print
have
out of the
one
joke.
them.
Print out of the joke, you just have to read it. Old school. Like.
Aye, the most terrifying thing is when I'll write in a new joke. I'll write it in my hands. I'll have a wee bit from the one yesterday. I'll write it in my hands, and I'll get halfway through it and realize that I went for a piss and washed like a line off.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, I actually don't know where this joke goes, guys. But and then I'll have to jump on, the next bit.
Yeah.
And I've kind of come up with like weird expressions for it now. Like, I'm really sorry, guys. I just can't read.
You just go, I did a
So is
wash
that
off.
where you-
and it lands like 5% of the time, but I love it.
I did a wash off.
So you're on stage and you're telling a joke and then you've forgotten.
Oh, dude, it happens all the time.
Does it?
Literally, yeah, it's the most terrifying thing in the world. 'Cause
Holy
you're-
fuck.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
just segueing the fuck.
What was the one I did recently? It was like I was doing a bit about my granny falling over and full blown, just like halfway
Aye.
through the set, completely lost it because it's shit that you don't think about throws you off. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's not it's not negatives. It's three, it's positives. Sometimes I'll be sitting, I'll do it, and I'll get a bit that's got a really big laugh, and I'm like, oh, unreal, and then I'll be like, ha, ha, ha. Oh fuck, and then I'll go and
Sounds
I'll
nervous.
and you do start to so like I did one
yeah.
bit of it where literally I went like there's one I was doing with my granny falling over, and I remember just halfway through I forgot myself. I was like, oh fuck this, I'm done. And then I was like, I just on the spot was like, I'm really sorry guys, I'm really sorry guys, I'm just trying to remember, I'm just having the tragic flashback to my granny falling over, and I'm just trying to remember how funny it is. And then I just went on ahead, that sort of way. But it's okay. It's mental thing to happen to you, but you learn the shortness sort of as you do more and more, like between the time where you go from one bit to another, slows down a wee bit, so it's not too bad. You kind of get around.
Not even notice sometimes as well. Like
People don't have a clue, and you think
Sometimes
they
that's
do.
sometimes it's nearly half the joke.
Aye. The more natural you can make it look like you're just trying to tell a story, the better it gets. That sort of way. But that's us now.
good.
We're back on.
Welcome back, John.
Thank you, John.
Third time guest on the show
You fucking know it.
and recipient
Hi, John.
Hello, Fergal. Good to see you again, Fergal.
Good to see you.
Good to see you. You're looking
My
well.
favourite John.
More bald than usual. Love it. You know what I mean?
Money joking. Money joking. I
You're
like
my,
both
you're
my
my favorite
Johns.
Fergal.
Oh, thanks.
This John's went blind since the last time I seen him. Actually, I've noticed.
Bigger glasses? or-
Not just glasses in general. You never wear glasses.
He always
before.
forgets it. He loses them.
I can see fuck all.
Really?
Like, it's getting worse. It's getting
You'd be
worse.
shite on stage for trying to read jokes off your hand.
And I'll not be able to remember them. Like,
Oh
not
yeah.
a chance, man. Anyway, let me get back to the script here.
Well,
Third-time guest on the show and recipient of the first third-timer jacket.
let's go. There's a jacket. Oh what? Oh what? Oh yo.
What's this?
Jacket I get to wear.
Do you know why we're using it?
Right.
And it's actually ridiculous. I wore that out one night thinking.
You look cool.
I wore it out one night thinking I was in Miami Vice.
Where did you get that? I like that, John.
I think I don't think I pulled it off.
I look like a.
You know when you're asking someone on the night out, you know, did I pull this off? You know it's bad looking. Like you look good in it.
I look like a fat Joker. You know what I mean? That's,
I thought you were gonna say penguin.
yeah, no, that'd be cool.
That's big.
You look like an old school comic now.
I look
You
like
could play the Joker's younger self.
I look like the Joker if the Joker actually never committed any crime and just stayed on the dole. You know what I mean? Like,
Never had the financial security to do the crimes.
Oh yeah, that's me.
He was a rich boy. Like he shouldn't have
To
been.
an extent,
He shouldn't have been so sad. Like
no, he's fucking He loved it. He loved it, and he feel like it was nothing to do with the chaos. He just loved money. You know.
Ian's excited about the new one coming out.
Aye.
As a son, you should be buzzing.
the new Phoenix one.
Yeah,
Your boy
Joaquin.
Joaquin.
Mate.
I was about to say it really wrong.
My
there.
mate Joaquin.
I was going to say Joe Queen. Joe Queen. Fucking Dolly Parton.
He's I heard it's a wild musical kind of thing, and
Really?
You don't like musicals, no?
no,
Fucking, what do you call her? Lady Gaga's in it.
yeah,
So it's going to be pure American Horror Story sort of shit, like.
yeah.
That's what I'm assuming.
Because
When's it out?
She was in
October,
that.
innit?
it's out soon.
Friday.
I seen the I seen the trailer. It interested me though.
You in
I
it?
don't mind that sort of stuff.
It
like,
could be visually nice. but
visually nice. I'll just
you
watch
wanna-
it for that. Maybe. I don't know.
Fair. Yeah.
See what it's like.
I always
What do you
thought
think of the first one?
I love the first one. The first one was classic, but it was a real character piece. You know what I mean? So I
Yeah,
think
exactly.
adding a second character to it's going to be a bit
hard.
strange. You know, sort
And
of.
a star too.
They should have just left
They shouldn't have went for.
That's what I said. I think
Shouldn't
they
have went for Lady
just left
Gaga
it
either.
exactly
They should have just kept that film Joker by itself.
Aye, where it was.
But I think you should always entertain those sequels as well, like, and give them a go.
Aye, they might be alright.
Might be okay if they're bringing back a similar crew and writers and stuff. Like, I think give it a go.
Aye,
like.
apparently on the set as well, he just fucking beat the fuck out of a clock on the wall, and it was completely ad lib. And the people on people on the set at the time thought he was just going mental, and I thought that was class. You know what I mean? Like just completely, like they thought he just had a bad day, and he just started, and then apparently he just walked off. You know what I mean? They used that in the thing, but it's gonna be the films recently, lads, have been shite, literally
Fucking
shite.
shite.
Do you know what I've been listening to? I've been listening to some content. I can't remember who the two podcasters were. Do you know who it was? Your boy Steve Baldwin of the Baldwins.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
he's
of course.
sitting there. He's an absolute nut.
Yeah.
But he's talking about how Hollywood has been taken over by richness, like the elite rich, and they're doing it for profit rather than storytelling.
Right?
They've not always
that
been
makes
doing
sense.
They're
that.
saying there's a off. I know. But it's kind of taken over now. It's taken over in a sense.
I think there's a lot of weird shit in film these days. Like that sounded like I was about to go into like a real right ring political statement there, like, you know, fucking
Yeah.
fuck
Do it.
everybody.
Go on, do it. Do it. You're wearing the jacket for
I
it.
don't
Well, maybe
know.
you're not,
Yeah,
actually.
I need a cigar. I need something like that. But no, I think a lot of the weird.
Do it in Jordan Peterson's accent.
I can't even do
The
accents.
problem with this is...
The monsters, the monsters of Hollywood, you know, and the left wing politics. are ruining everything. You gotta
Make your bed.
And he only eats beef.
I know. But it's films have just gone really fucking downhill. Do you know what I mean? I don't know what it is, but it is genuinely the concept that there isn't many good like fucking films that are just telling stories. You know what I mean? It feels like everything's got a commercial or something.
Greedy. That's my point. They've got greedy. Like, and the one I was listening to, they talked about Netflix has a certain format that you have to follow. Like, when you're submitting, there seems to be some sort of restriction.
But a weird thing I've noticed is that it's no longer, you know, back in the day you would have had like, there's a fucking Martin Scorsese film or there's a fucking Quentin Tarantino film. It's not that anymore. It's like, this is produced by Disney, this is produced by Netflix, this is produced by whatever. You know, it's all very corporation.
You used to watch it for the director, DOP, and now you're watching it because they're telling us we need to watch it. Rather than, I'd love to watch that. These are great director.
Literally.
You feel that too?
I think there's an element of like, I think back in the day there was a lot more films of like smaller production films that made it through, but none of them seemed to be. The last one I seen was the Kneecap Film, and I think it was a pretty big production as well.
It was a good. By the way, was it good?
It was brilliant.
I haven't seen it yet. I'm trying to get around it.
Unreal, man. I keep recommending it to everybody and anybody.
Believe those nut jobs can act.
And
they act so well in it.
I listened to an interview with them. 6 weeks. They did like an intensive acting course.
Right,
with
this
guy. Like,
I was expecting like pretty bad stuff.
To be fair, I was like, oh, what's this going to be like?
Unreal.
Lads, that needs to win awards.
Proper
like,
good.
A proper fucking... Michael Fassbender
agreed
to be in it.
Fassbender. Yeah.
That's nuts, man. That is nuts for that to happen. To something like that.
And it's good. You know, it's good that we get like, because a lot of the times when you get films from Belfast, we have that natural ick. Do you get what I mean? We have that natural thing when you hear our accent.
Most of us
I have
can
a question about that later.
That's right. And you kind of get that kind of feeling off it where it's like, oh, like it's almost too close to home. Do you know what I mean? Like, nobody wants to kind of hear their own shit. But a lot of the stuff nowadays, like, I'd love to see more Belfast get more recognition, like the way that they did. You know, that sort of way. Or generally Northern Ireland, to be fair. Fuck it, let's make Magherafelt great again. You know what I mean? That's the key. Let's do
Fergal,
a full film about Magherafelt.
We'll throw the hat up and we'll do a pre-order list for it.
Literally, because we need it.
Has to be done.
I'm dying to...
Do you know we had people from Portadown message?
Load of people message
and goes, can I have that hat? And I was saying to myself, you're from Portadown.
But fuck off.
Cool.
You know?
Cool. If you want it, you want it. Like, take it.
Get back to your own part of town. You know what I mean?
That's it. I don't even know if we'll send it to them. Send the money and we'll see. Send the money and we'll see.
Well, the make Portadown great again doesn't work. You know, that's it. But I'm enjoying sort of the chaos of life right now.
Yes.
You know, it's all gone a wee bit mental.
Good man.
You know,
talk to me about this bus schedule.
A bus schedule is rough, dude. If you've ever got the I wrote a joke recently about it, but it's like the new 212 or the new terminal. Sorry, the new terminal.
I've seen it. I've finally seen it.
It's mental, man.
It's
like, it's an airport. It's an airport terminal. You know what I mean? That they've somehow condensed. Not yet, but they put a fuck ton of stuff in it. You know what I mean?
Jude, you need a mic, man. Get the mic on.
Jude's angry because there's no fucking Irish language on it.
Look, I prefer the Irish language beyond it too. Like, and if they want to put any other nationality that's in Northern Ireland,
that's the thing. Apparently,
there is one.
Dude, I don't care.
There is one nationalist 212 bus, just one. Because they spell it D-O-I-R-E, and they don't do it on any fucking other bus.
Oh shit!
Just one, and I imagine it's just that's the one. Do you know what I mean? I don't know if it's the X.
It's the driver, maybe.
Do you know the DUP will listen to you now, and they'll be like, article.
Literally.
Tuesday there'll be an article. Newsletter will be running it.
I know. I was
not another article from our podcast.
Another one.
We were in you brought it up. We were in the Murrah.
Really?
The Irish Murrah.
The Irish Murrah, yeah.
Out here. And what was the other one?
The Sun, the Irish Sun.
The Sun.
How the fuck did you get in there?
So...
Balls.ie.
Lee Costello was on our podcast ages ago, and he knows about Gaelic. Fergal knew nothing.
Right.
Honestly, do you know anything about Gaelic?
I played those like under 16.
That doesn't count.
That doesn't count.
That's what he ended.
And I was only cornerback, so
and
really,
if he played for fucking.
He wasn't even in the game. He was at the back of it, like.
I was in the corner of the back of it.
No, Nothing like.
Get
I know
someone-
it's a hard position.
So we
It's a hard
brought him-
position, I get it.
We brought him.
right now.
We brought on Lee because
Aye.
he knows Gaelic in general.
He's a connoisseur of it,
very
I
good.
get
He's
it.
a connoisseur, very good connoisseur. And then we had Brendan Rodgers, and he was a Gaelic player.
Yeah.
Came on, and then it just went out like some of his episodes.
Right.
Because
Yeah,
of
yeah.
some sort of scandals that were happening in Derry football.
Okay.
They went out after he like talked about them and like changed or talked about
Aye.
them in general. And they just showed up in like the Mirror or not. What the fuck? Who gives a fuck? Like,
Reputable
do you know what I
source
mean?
here from
Yeah,
what's your
our
podcast.
they only stopped showing tits in the sun like fucking 3 or 4 years ago.
You replaced the full
Just
page
rags,
3.
yeah.
You know, like,
My
just-
bald
just
head was the
rags.
tit.
Nuts, like.
Oh,
They
that's
just regurgitated the same story.
That's mad though.
It's not, I've never seen that before. Well, that was funny.
Weirdly, a weird connection to that. I don't know Lee personally, but his partner, Niamh Campbell. was
you
the one that
were-
did the-
yeah.
she- I know her well. She's
Oh, very
really
good.
lovely.
Yeah.
Do you know she's actually coming on as a guest?
Really?
Yeah, we're
I'll be
trying to
honest,
get
she's
her
fucking
on.
There's an
lovely as well.
exclusive. She's coming on hopefully in the new year. I'll get chatting to her.
She's unreal. That sounded weird when I said it out loud, but she's lovely. Like, she's really lovely person.
Sorry, Lee.
Lee mentioned she's a real journalist.
Yeah.
What sort of stuff would she cover? Like, it's interesting.
Covers everything.
Ever? No, yeah.
Just every
What
sort
do you
of-
mean real? Like, what does he mean by that though?
Because Lee,
She's not a. She's not a
Aye, but
sports
Lee-
journalist.
Lee
no,
was-
she's a real journalist.
No. What I was saying was Lee was making the point that he wasn't a real journalist.
Right, okay.
And he was saying that
Aye.
his girlfriend was, a proper journalist.
Well, she covers the stories.
She's a high quality
Aye.
class.
She
journalist.
is.
Yeah.
She covers me. You know what I mean?
Fuck's sake.
I cannot take you seriously with that fucking
I
jacket
know, I
on.
love it. I'm
He's a
not
third
Do
timer.
a Trump accent now. Do a Trump accent.
I'm not a performing monkey. All right.
We have a stuff about Trump coming up.
Right.
Sorry, I need to do a disclaimer as well.
Aye.
We presented you with a third timer jacket, and we didn't have third timer jackets for previous guests.
No, we didn't.
They will be supplied
Okay.
to the third timers
Okay.
on their next visit.
Yeah, okay. That's it'll be fourth timer jackets.
Yes.
Yeah,
Do you
yeah,
know?
got it.
Do you know where you got that jacket? How?
No, it was something
Did
similar.
anybody?
All right.
Did you get it from a charity shop? Did anybody die in this?
That might have
You know
been.
what I mean?
Might
Like,
have
that
been a
might have
char-
been a death jacket.
He does like going to the charity
I
shop.
do
to
think
get-
I
every-
love the charity shop, man.
man, every time I'm in a charity shop, I think like at least there's 1 in 4 of these that somebody died in.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean? Genuinely.
Yeah.
That
It doesn't
freaks me
like
out a
it
wee
doesn't
bit.
fill me with class. I'm in a charity shop. It just
No.
it's just like let's reuse this.
Yeah, okay.
It's a good bit of apparel.
Definitely-
Right, I'll make you a deal though. I promise at some point in the future I will wear this on stage.
Please do.
Please
fair.
do.
Oh,
Please
fair,
do.
okay,
Stick a wee
yeah.
shirt under it.
Yeah.
White shirt will go with that. You look like
I'll
Miami
make it work.
Vice.
I'll look like a cunt.
Do you? Oh, good.
You're just reminding me of a comedian. Fuck, he's wild famous. I just can't remember his name.
Aye.
He does one-liners. Those. What about those Red Sox? Fucking.
It's not Mark.
Steinfeld? No.
Mark.
Yes, Seinfeld. You have a
Aye,
Seinfeld look about
Thank
you. I think.
He's like the Godfather coming. I'll take that.
Yeah.
But fuck
good.
it. I don't know, man. Things have been weird recently. Like, so I started stand up. That was a big thing that I did since the last time I was
Congratulations,
on.
by the
Thank
way,
you,
that's-
Thank you. I've had a good run of it. I've died in my hole a fuck ton of times. I think that's part of the run of it, and it's really weird because you think that's the worst thing that could possibly happen, and it is to an extent, but it's the love and sort of affection you receive from all the comedians after being like, you were fucking shite, but we loved it. You know what I mean? Like,
We really enjoyed that.
and it's good fun. Like I really enjoy it. Like, but
So the other comedians love seeing new comedians dying in their ass.
and it makes it fun. You know what I mean? Like you can go up there and sometimes you go down on your whole 4 other people. You know what I mean? Like it's good crack.
Part of the process, like.
And that's how you learn. Like genuinely learn more. You don't learn fuck all if you do really well. You do to an extent, but like you kind of don't pick up on anything.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can have bits of your set. Like I always define it in percentage. So like sometimes if you get like fucking 40-50% laugh throughout your set, there's 40 or 50% to work on. So you're not too bad.
Yeah.
But
What's dying your hole like?
Daniel's
stage?
fucking less than 10%. You know what I mean? Like, it's rough.
But I mean, what's
Not
that
like
feeling?
You can hear
Aye.
you can hear the flies. Like,
Aye.
Do you cry on the way the bus home?
Yeah,
Aye?
I'd have a little. No.
you try inward, outward.
Definitely inward. I can't reveal that shit to nobody. You know what I mean? Like, because they'll believe for it. But
Do you ever go in a session afterwards, just like fuck us? Start
No,
drinking?
that's how alcoholics are made, I think. As far as I remember. But
That's what I would do.
yeah. No, you get over it fair and fucking quick. Like, it's not the worst thing in the world, because sometimes you can go up and you think to yourself, like, I got this. I'm good. And those times are the most dangerous. You need to be nervous as fuck. I know that's a weird thing to say, because most times you look at people, they're confident, they're good, and all the rest. Internally, they're screaming. You know what I mean? Internally, I've defined it really well as like a green room, or even just standing at the back of a room while a pile of comedians is like a Catholic mass. You know, because like everybody's just standing there, and there'll be a moment where they're like, right, 5 minutes of the show, guys. Every fucker just stands there like, right, please God, just don't let this go badly. You know, like atheists and all. You know what I mean? Just stand, please, Jesus Christ, just don't let me defeat. Don't feel me. I agree.
Do you think the people that have been doing it a really long time, or I
think there's different levels to the stress management of it all. You know, that sort of way. So you get ones where you're kind of like, I'm shitting myself. Like, you know, when I was starting, I was fucking shitting myself the whole time. Now that I'm sort of 6-7 months in, that I'm still shitting myself, but it's like I know how to handle that version of me, you know, that sort of way. And then after that, you kind of get like, I guess there's a next stage that I haven't graduated to yet, where you just know something's going to either work or it's not going to work, but you go up anyway. Fuck it, you know.
You give it a go.
Yeah, that's what I like about it. A lot of balls in it and vaginas.
Absolutely fantastic, John. Could you actually stand up a wee second in your job?
Of course.
I forgot to play this sound.
Enjoy sound as a hit. What's class as well is that you only see, you can't see my face right now.
No, you can't see your face.
Can you see my face? It's a really wide
It's probably just cutting your head a wee bit. Where's it at, Jude? See, I know where the camera's at.
I don't.
I hope you don't cut any of this.
I'm not cutting this.
No, this is all going in. Well done, John. Well done. Congratulations.
Thank you.
What do you think of that?
You know what we should have?
I should have had that. Here. I'm well sad. I didn't get to play that during that. I was supposed to click.
You had it sitting there.
Listen. I was supposed to play that, present you with a jacket, and I fucked it up.
And you fucked the whole thing.
You like fucking Google this.
I've been sitting doing sound at work for about 2 weeks. I'm just sitting all these noises and sound effects. Like I'm bringing with me the podcast.
Aye, fair. But
You know what we should have done? We should have done like our heads as the inline of that. If we were going to make a proper jacket. That'd be
it'd
cool.
be weird if there was
cool.
stuff.
Or just Jude's head. Lots of Jude's.
Lots of Judes.
You have the first one anyway.
That's good. I'm proud. I'm genuinely proud. And I've loved this podcast.
But I think I had a green one, but couldn't find it.
Aye, that's fair. Remember back in the day, though?
You have a lot of those.
I have a lot
you?
of rare
blazers. Aye.
Do you know what? Well, I'll just start giving away blazers. Like,
Aye. Just give them away.
Because they don't
It's
fit.
the fucking it's the American. After this, they're gonna sell this on eBay. You know what I mean?
We'll do it here.
That'll be something.
Just people walk in and there's mannequins.
We're doing it.
Fucking mannequins just with their blazers.
Yeah.
I'll do the plaques and we'll talk about like 2012. John bought this at ASOS.
It'll be the fucking. It'll be the US Open of fucking podcasts. You know.
He wore this for a wedding.
Just got a wee picture
Need to be glove and all.
And like a wee photo of you wearing it at the wedding or wherever you wear it at.
Evidence it was worn.
Evidence it was worn.
Like Michael Jackson.
I would go to that exhibition. And loads of people would go to that exhibition.
How good crack would that not
That'd be so funny.
I don't even mean about me. I mean doing that to someone in general.
I would hand out like I'd be the server of like champagne and canapes and stuff.
Like,
There'd be like 3 people that'd show up. It'd be class.
Aye.
You'd have your business card with your brand and all that.
Aye. But
I think that's a great idea.
yeah, man. Let's do it, guys.
I don't want to.
Can we have that jacket?
This is the first one wore by the first.
The first 40 years from now.
The first third.
There'll be a plaque to all of us.
Fuck it, you can be the mannequin, John, if you want to.
Aye.
Very good. Anyway, as I've already done that. Shit.
Here, this is like being on stage. By the way, it's just like that. That's usually what I do.
That wee lull.
Chatting absolute muck.
And then everybody leaves.
Here's a couple of questions for you.
Tell us a wee joke. No.
Where do you get your ideas from? No.
Aye.
What would John D do differently? This is the round.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm in. Let's do it.
What would John D do differently?
Right,
Bit of a tongue twister. Lough.
How would I fix it?
How would you fix it?
Right, okay.
What would you have done differently?
To prevent the blue green algae.
We wouldn't have fucking poisoned.
As I am massive in the medical and scientific fields, you know, let me get into this deeply. I would take all. Now, I'm making a statement, but I don't know how true it is. I heard it through the grapevine that apparently it was all to do with the fucking was it either a company was dumping the shit in it or was farming or something like that there.
Aye, a massive mix of a lot of different entities potentially polluting
something like that,
or just not realizing how they should be caring for it.
Yeah, well, I was down. Listen, there was a story I was down in Drummanor Forest a couple of years back. No, a couple of months back, right? And I was running around it. Things were going really well. I was with the girlfriend, and I seen this small child. He was only about 4, and he ran up and he went to the pond, you know. And obviously, he's a young wee fella. He didn't really know what was going on. He might have had a touch of it. I don't know, you know.
Okay.
And he went up, and the dad kind of must have let him free. He must have thought to himself, like, "Oh fuck it, he'll be all right. You know, if I lose him, it'll be fine." And I seen him get on all 4s. And he just started sort of slurping the water like a wee dog.
Oh, fuck.
And it got me thinking, you know, that's how we fix Lough Neagh.
Children?
Just doesn't matter if they're kids. Just get all the wee smickheads, whoever, down.
Do you mean just get it over?
Get 4 wee gulps into the blue-green algae or whatever. Nothing to kill nobody. I'm not trying to, you know, start a whole thing.
I would kill them. I'm pretty sure that would kill them.
We'll figure out the science behind the Fergal, right? You know,
I feel like there's going to be a fuzzy film here, and this is going to be seen in an archive that John Devlin was the creator of the Lough Neagh virus.
Yeah, 100%.
It's going to be like a zombie apocalypse.
A couple of wee demon culture
Are you
children.
setting up a trailer here for something? Because that does feel like you're.
That's a good film.
Sounds good.
What would you call it?
Good trashy film.
Blue-green algae, or what would be like the blue-green apocalypse? That would kind of be going for. There's no cure because we're all thick as fuck and we can't figure it out, you know, because if it's all set in Northern Ireland, everybody has to be in Northern Ireland, you know, that sort of way.
Yes.
We definitely have small, like, I think the virus would start with the children, you know, and because I hate kids, it would be definitely me just running around with like a big fucking, I don't know, axe or something.
Lough Nemesis.
Lough Nemesis.
I could.
Did you just hear that?
Or the Lough Neagh monster.
Can we make a movie poster of that?
Lough Nemesis.
That'd be good.
Any graphic designers out there?
Any graphic designers out there? We're making a movie poster of that.
But so that's how I'd fix it. I'd just get not even kids, anybody who just wants.
It sounds like you're using that analogy. You know, you like bring the horse to water.
But bring the.
That sounds dangerous though. It doesn't sound like the analogies work on the right way.
Is it like just sitting on the top though?
Yeah.
Can we not just hoof it off?
Just get everybody out.
Do you know, like, skip it up. Do you know when you have a really solid, like, you know, you're the last person to the gravy bowl and there's a bit of skin on the top. Could you not just
get a big sucker?
Just pull it off. You know what I mean? But not in that way.
Do you know how mental this chat is? Like,
I'm not a
We
scientist.
were planning on getting people coming in, like sensible people, to talk about this.
Oh,
And you got me.
We've got people coming on in the future to actually talk about this in general. Like,
But
that'll be a
Can you bring up my point?
We'll pitch the idea. Yeah,
Can
we'll
you
pitch
say
it.
to them, why can't you just remove the top?
They'll probably but they'll probably agree with the Nemesis part.
Because there's a way to get rid of it.
Here,
I think.
2 weeks there of drinking some sort of water.
Weird as fuck. And I did this on a podcast.
Did you
recently.
drink it and then think to yourself, what the fuck?
To an extent,
my water like
because
this?
water is not meant to taste like anything. Maybe a wee bit of chloroform or whatever. Not chloroform. That's a whole other thing. That's like
Whatever they're doing to turn the frogs gay. That's.
Did you see? There's a deadly video. This is going off topic, but you see a deadly video of There's a deadly cut of Robert Kennedy Jr. You know, the American boy, and he put up a post saying that there was. I'm getting the time. Somebody correct me, but it's like aspartame or something. They got some chemical in the water that is actually turning the frogs.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah,
and it's
apparently that's true.
It's a cut to Alex Rogue, or what do you call him?
Alex Jones.
Alex Jones. Being
Do you know I've been following RFK for about a year and a half?
I love him to death.
I love the stuff he chats like.
I would love to do it. I can't.
I love Alex Jones.
I love him both.
What do you think of him like jumping in with Trump though?
I think he made the right choice.
Was he jumping in with Trump? I didn't even know
he's in the
that.
bedroom now.
They would not let him do anything. Like he was gaining no traction.
Yeah, no,
But it was media wise.
Aye.
but like what's he actually gonna do? Like,
So what is
Health wise.
no, but like what's Trump actually gonna do?
Oh, I don't know, but I think it's better hitching with Trump than your Harris still.
build a wall.
Is Horse not winning?
You know.
I think she's mental. No, I think she was a really bad candidate from the start in terms of her background,
Aye.
and she was just in there with Biden just to get certain voters,
Right?
and then after that,
I know
she-
clean fuck all
Well,
about
look,
American
same,
politics.
but the thing is, she knew nothing. But they're both
They
much
are.
the same. But Trump's end of the policies spectrums, there's maybe 25% a lot better.
Yeah,
Kamala's
fair,
is
fair.
just shite. I think here it's not our country, but
Yeah.
but the fact that the media show it so much, that's why I know so much. Like they
Yeah.
don't show off our politics locally
Aye, that's
and any
true, that's
certain
true.
faction. Like
Aye. It's
That's-
all mad. Americans must be mental. You know, that's what I was thinking.
their heads must be wrecked, man.
Yeah.
You see the amount of media that people watch every week in the different states
Aye.
and getting hit by all these messages
it.
and wreck,
News is
Yeah.
man,
It's
it's
fucked.
Aye.
Yeah.
It
So
is
fair.
I know.
madness, lad. It's theater.
Yeah.
Complete theater. And I do watch it in the evenings, but it's more to kind of
Yeah.
see through the bullshit a wee bit. And
You
go,
watch
what
like
is-
Fox News and all
What do you
that?
think?
watch
'cause
wee bits and pieces.
What do you think
I
of-
watch different sides. I'm like, what is
Here's a wee
it?
bit of conspiracy for you. What do you think of the whole crack with Trump being and trying to be assassinated or whatever? Jingo's real, Jingo's fake.
I think it was real. I think it was real. I
Now,
think he's
did
one
you
of
hear
the
about
luckiest-
the, did you hear about the second time?
Second
Aye,
one,
that
aye.
he- on the golf
they
course.
handled it better though, but still, how did the
Aye.
gun get onto near a hedge in the golf?
It was an AK-47, by the way. Do you know
Was
what I
it?
mean? What are they doing? Like,
Yeah.
how did you miss that?
Aye.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
It's
what
got a
was
big
the...
brown. It's got a big riveting bit. It's like a brown bit in the front of it.
It's not shaking a wee
Depends
bit.
on the model.
just a big...
It's not doing a bit of shaking though. He could have
threw it out of the hedge.
Aye.
But
Aye.
something. There's always good conspiracies about that stuff. Like, but
Can we go back to Alex Jones for a second?
Yes, of course.
Yeah,
go
yeah.
ahead. Head me up.
There's a thing I seen recently of Alex Jones. He had a guy Craig Jones on. He's a BJJ, like,
Right. Yeah,
deadly jiu-jitsu guy,
Uh-huh.
and he asked Alex Jones asked him to choke him out. And normally most people wouldn't do that, but
Yeah.
Craig Jones is nuts,
Aye,
and he
yeah.
fucking did it. He rear naked
full
choking him.
knocked him.
Alex Jones was like, and he fucking went out. He went out.
That was his dream, though, from way back, like the Joe Rogan and all. He
I was asking everyone to choke him out. Have you seen that? Have you seen that video? Just as
No, no worries. Literally, he fucking loves that shit. Yeah.
but it was so the noise.
Yeah. You've been choked out, haven't you?
No, never. I've been close. I've seen like.
Go on. I don't mean in BJJ. You know, like,
All right.
yeah.
No, I do the
just been-
choking, lad. I do the choking.
right, fair enough. There's a lot of dead dudes now. You know, like, just floating around in that lock. You know, like,
I mean, that's your fault for making
I
them
know. I'm
drink.
sorry for putting them in there. But no, I don't know. I've been choked out once or twice.
Have you actually?
Aye. I remember like it was a weird thing when I was in school where dudes would choke.
Yes,
each other
I've
out.
said. Like,
Right.
what was the game? It was some sort of game or
It
something.
was like you had to drop down or some shit, and like you had to hyperventilate for a
Yes,
bit, and then like
yes.
you basically got put out. But that was like
very
a weird,
dangerous,
That was a
probably.
fucking weird time in our lives as well to
Yep.
just be experimenting with like breathing. Do you know what I mean? Like, I literally. I like dudes were really like George Stupid, like they were really fucking into it. You know what I mean? It was a really weird thing. Like it was a bit like
Was that the kids that were definitely going into erotic asphyxiation? Like,
Aye,
they were
or
just
dru-
like
or just-
experimenting with it.
or just drugs. You know what I mean? Because a lot of them ended up
Aye,
while
aye.
into drugs. You know what I mean? And like that's okay. There's nothing wrong. Well, there's a lot wrong with it, but there's nothing wrong with
Yeah,
if
yeah.
you can control or whatever. All of it. No, we're saying like, do you remember back in the day, the ones who used to like. They played the hyperfixation game or whatever, or not
Whenever you were at
hyperventilating
school.
game. Whenever you would like,
Yeah.
like you would breathe and then you pass out or whatever. I was just thinking that's a weird fucking thing that we all did.
I've heard of it. I've never done it.
You weren't involved.
Were you?
no.
So you got choked out, or you were?
I was. I was well.
You passed out, yeah.
Aye. I got it once. And you know
come
what?
here, choke me.
Aye. And you know, it was hard as fuck
me
to do.
out.
It was hard as fuck to do. Do you know what I mean? Like you really had to put a lot of work to get that hyperventilating right up. And there was one time I just remember,
You passed
I
out?
just woke up. There was no like point where I was like, oh fuck, I fell. You know what I mean? I was lying in a field and I woke up and I felt great. You know what I mean? It was good.
Yeah.
And I can understand why most people then graduated on the weed and then heroin and after. But it was like, it wasn't for me. Like, but it was, it was one of them things.
I don't get why anyone would want that. to happen to like it's so crazy.
Too long and you tried it. You know what I mean? Like it's fun.
There's another video I seen today.
I'm actually just gonna throw out a disclaimer here and say, don't fucking.
No one tried to me. No one goes on stage.
But it was fun. Don't choke yourself out. You know what I mean? It's not actually good crack.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Let me
Do a Will Smith one.
let's come back to reality.
Yes,
here.
of course.
Back to what would John D do differently?
Yes. Go on ahead.
How do we get the Goths back at City Hall? How do we bring that back into society?
And were you a goth ever? You were.
I'll send you a bit of this later. I went through the phase. Do you remember when pop punk became a thing?
Yeah.
And it was like Blink-182 and all them ones.
Yeah.
I developed that really, really cringy haircut. You know, the long, not exactly, it was emo, but it was like, yeah, you know, the fuzzy as fuck, the Britpop kind of look of it, big long
like that,
side hair.
And then side hair.
Aye, that was me. How do we bring them back though?
Sorry, were you hanging around Meadow?
I was a
Lane
Meadow
shopping
Lane.
centre?
I was a Meadow Lane. We like to call
Did you
ourselves.
bully him?
No.
I
I tried skateboarding. And it wasn't good. Like so, just stop going to Meadow Lane.
You would have hung around more before Tesco's was Super Value. You know what I mean? You would have been around them
Yeah,
parts.
super value.
When the park was the thing.
Yep.
I have the weirdest story about that, and we'll get back into how to do the goth thing.
Sorry.
The one of the weirdest times. So like the first time I ever saw a real life, you know, lady breast was when I was
female.
Yeah, a female one. Was nowadays you kind of have to know. But
The difference.
I was in a yes.
All right. Okay. No, of course.
Don't be rude.
I wasn't being rude.
But I was in a park, and it was the weirdest experience of my whole life. Where one of my, she was a friend at the time, but she was a bit, you know, she liked a little. She did kickboxing. She was, you know, a little bit, you know, she was really into scrapping people and all. And she got into a fight with an adult lady. She was only 14. She got into a fight with an adult lady, and she full blown took her to the ground and got her in a full guard, you know, position or whatever. But as she did that, ripped her tit out. And I was like,
That's the first time you see
it. And it was fun. It was massive. You know what I mean? It was huge. It was crazy. I was thrown away by the whole thing. You know, it was really put me in a.
Nuts, man.
I was confused. You know, slightly. By the whole process.
Well, what were the media feelings? Because there was
It
obviously
definitely wasn't in any way erotic. It was very violent.
Well,
You know, there was blood everywhere.
How did we get from Goths at City Hall to that?
Let me circle back.
Sorry.
It's a good story.
To bring back the Goths, I think. We need. No, I don't. There's no segue there. To bring back the Goths,
We need to bring back the plastic straws at McDonald's.
Yes, that's a good start. Remove the seagulls. That'll be a big one.
Do you think they scared them away?
Jesus, every person that I spoke to who are like, you know, in that gothic sort of territory are terrified of two things. You know what I mean? They're terrified of the sunlight and seagulls. You know, and there's the seagull population around City Hall right now is crazy. You know, we need to start wiping them out. I
agree
immediately. You know what I mean?
They'd be scared of council workers as well, because if they are caught smuggling their drink in McDonald's cups.
Are we still talking about the seagulls?
No, we're talking about the Goths.
Okay. Go ahead.
They'd be scared of, you know, the park warden in case they get their drink confiscated.
I've seen that we have them now. It freaked me out a wee bit.
What?
You know, the litter police. I've seen a few of them around Belfast. I think they're litter police anyway. But you know, they have the cameras on. They go around, and if you drop something, they're like, "That's £40." You know, that sort of way.
Off.
Swear down,
Is that a thing?
I've seen them in Belfast.
Are
I
you
think
serious?
I did.
Can you not just like run away or tell them to fuck off?
Could
They're
they
not gonna
not?
chase
Could they
me,
not take
you know?
less traffic wardens off the road?
That's less than the level below a police officer. You know, like the people who didn't get into place and then they end up being like a security guard or whatever. That must be like when you couldn't become a security guard. You had to become the litter police.
Do you know, it does sound a wee bit like
It's a bit prefect, isn't it?
It is.
They're tattletelling.
Aye, literally just
makes sense.
tattletales. Aye,
No.
literally.
Here, maybe there's a position for that if there's stupid people doing it.
Yeah.
Not that I condone. I hate littering.
I don't
Let's
condone
bring
littering.
littering.
I fucking hate littering.
In terms of commonalities and manners, it sounds like that shouldn't be a problem. But
Especially in the countryside. See, you townies, you can work away. Fucking litter all you want.
how
But
dare you? We would
don't you
never
dare
litter.
do it in my countryside.
Never
well,
litter.
I never.
Do you know what breaks my heart is seeing litter out like a back lane or something, just McDonald's fucked all over the hedges. Like I don't get that.
That's
I don't understand that.
Them fucking cows. and
Keep
shit,
it
man,
in
they
the
love them
car
McDonald's.
for another What'd you say?
Them cows and sheep out there fucking love their McDonald's like the
You
bastards.
love your
you know what I mean?
McDonald's, you stooges.
Yeah, I'm fucking ordering one like on the app.
Aye.
Comes to fucking.
Aye, just fucking over the hedge. Moo. Fuck you.
Paid Bitcoin.
Aye,
Paid them
aye.
in Bitcoin.
Bitcoin.
Hey.
But I
Disgusting.
we did definitely cycle there for a wee bit. and I
Get the
forgot
Goths back to City
Get
Hall.
the Goths back. Remove the seagulls. That's the key. You know what I mean? Remove the seagulls.
I think that's sensible.
And open another fresh garbage dropped off a wee bit. You know
Still
what I mean?
there.
Still there, still very popular, but you don't hear much about it anymore. You know,
No,
it
you
used to be
don't,
the
you're right.
the centerpiece for all Goths.
I always liked their
Belfast.
bags. They were cool.
Aye. Of
Or the
what?
purple
They had
ones.
they had some cool stuff to look at for sure.
Yes. Yes.
A range.
A range. Yes.
What are you talking about?
I don't know. I think there's a joke in here. You know, like
I don't know.
There's not even. They had a fantastic range.
just a general observation.
I was in fresh
you know?
garbage quite a bit. It was quite.
Oh, well, you see, like you strike me, John, as somebody who grew up in somewhat of a blend, like a Venn diagram
Blended?
of like a blended group. Like definitely, one half you were definitely like you wanted to be in the skater boy territory.
Yeah.
You realized you couldn't be it, and then you fell.
Was there.
You fell to the
Fell hard on the kickflip.
Yeah, you fell hard in the kick. You fell to the dark side, and you went to be a rugby boy. Am I right or what?
I wouldn't call it the dark side. I would call it untalented.
You didn't have a mullet. The mullet thing is a real big thing in the fucking rugby.
The
You know
rugby
what it is?
scene.
Here, I have a story about that.
Go on ahead.
I was in Ballymena. I think it was Korean Rugby Club.
Right.
About a season and a half ago. And it was a craze of the mullet at that stage, the summer of the mullet. Do you remember all
Yeah.
the lads were
Yeah.
all mullets, like literally mullet FC, like all the teams.
Yeah.
So it must have been. It was a senior game during the day at the club. Senior games after 2:30. So 16s and 18s.
Right.
They were probably working around the club.
Aye.
So they're bartenders, waiters, whatever. I counted 12 mullets
That's
in
weird.
the same room.
Aye.
In the same room.
I like the mullet.
No, I liked the mullet, but I was just like, yous have all went to the exact same barber in the town. Is that not mad? No.
Better than the broccoli top, like.
Nah.
Broccoli top. Broccoli top.
That's fair.
Is that not naturally done though? No. The broccoli, is that the curly top?
I don't think I could do the broccoli top. Some people don't.
Somebody's out there getting firm and the shades of their heads.
Is that what you're saying though?
No, I just hate that hairstyle.
I know
That's
what you mean.
fair.
But
That's
I
fair.
think it's mostly people with wavy hair.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I wouldn't put it past somebody getting like, you know.
Well, none of us can. None of us. We're
You can't
all.
wet a perm, can you?
All three of us, if
Sure.
you look, are the different stages of balding. So we can't really.
100%.
Talk, you know what I mean?
100%.
I've started.
Fergal, number
you're,
one.
You're middle of the way
Number
through.
number two, number three.
I'm getting there. I am.
You're
God,
definitely a healthier growth than me, man. Yours
At the minute, but I feel like I'm gonna have one of those freak, you know, like
You think
just
so?
immediately suck back the hair.
Some days gone.
Literally. Only
I think I had hair like yours, very much.
don't
like,
say things like that. Don't say it. I'm not. Yeah. I am.
Yeah, I think. What are you doing?
I'm actually gonna be 30 soon. I'm gonna be 30 soon.
Oh
I'm kinda scared of
no,
that.
mine's just
wow.
well fucking gone.
Here,
at
I
that
will tell
stage.
Do
you.
you like your knees, do you?
No, I don't mind the knees. I'll tell you what. The one thing that happened recently. I fucking had my first, and this is I had my first hemorrhoid, and I fucking
Hold on.
no, dude.
Like a
Dudes.
Mrs. Knuckle.
Dudes, it was rough.
Can you
and-
send it in and I'll put it up
I'll send you
for
the
this
picture.
segment?
Can you not?
But like, I felt really. let me just open up here now. You want to see it now?
Oh,
No, I'm bringing it up because I never had one before. You know what I mean?
I've
And-
never had a hemorrhoid.
Right. The thing is about it is that it freaks you the fuck out because you'd be sitting on the toilet and you feel a light stool slip out of you and you're like, that was weird. That felt like a wee bit like the runs, but it wasn't
too
the
quick.
runs.
Okay.
And it was too quick. You're right. And then you look down and I swear to God, lads, I turned the sea red like Moses
Oh no.
with my asshole. Like it was the most mental thing that I'd ever had been through in my whole life. And I remember at the time, dudes have this thing where they just start freaking out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We all start to
freak out.
immediately. No, but girls, I
you
think
don't want
women.
blood in the
Sorry,
toilet bowl.
women. I think they sort of have a natural inclination to be like, well, when something bad happens, you know, when I'm feeling sick or whatever, I know I can get over this. We don't. You see, when we get punched, knocked out, we could turn it every day and be like, I could fucking fight a bear, no bother. You know what I mean? I could kill whatever. But see, when it comes to something really specific about our health, like I'm writing my death will. You know what I mean? I'm writing my letter of my will, and I'm freaking out about it. Thankfully, just so you know, everybody knows the hemorrhoid is gone. You know. But for them small moments in my life, I genuinely thought that was it. I'm gonna die, and that got really
What
deep.
are signs of a hemorrhoid?
Bleedy asshole.
Oh,
Number one.
you'll know when you have one.
Aye. Let's not spoil it for him. You know,
No.
it'll come through. You know what I mean?
Alright, we'll send him some stuff he can eat.
Yeah, that'll set him
What
off.
causes a
aye.
hemorrhoid?
We'll
Sitting on hard surfaces is one weird one.
I don't do that.
you always have a pillow in your bum.
Fucking soft.
Yeah. Fucking dude.
Talking.
We're not having a hemorrhoid.
Soft seat. He's a soft-seated boy. He like.
I don't know much science, but it's ulcer.
What the fuck do you sit on? Oh, you cunts fucking sit on soft seats.
I asked for the hardest chair at work
The only
because I'm a manly man.
the only change I've done was ulster buses. Ulster buses definitely probably give you hemorrhoids.
I asked
you
for-
know?
Is that what's caused yours?
Oh, it has to be. It's the only change in my life.
You notice
recently.
the places in general that have all that fucking seating that are just they don't want you staying there for very long.
Aye.
Unless the homeless bring their fucking
The
sleeping
hemorrhoid
bags.
police, I call them.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
nuts like.
You spent a hemorrhoid ferries. They do. You sit there for long enough, you end up with hemorrhoids. Try it out. You know what I mean? At least once.
Do you know what would be better?
Well,
How do you get rid of it?
I don't know.
Do you know?
No,
Is it gone?
I waited it out. Aye, it was
Aye.
grand.
Oh, so it is a waiting game then.
You waited it.
Aye, like 2 weeks it was grand. You know what I mean?
Right, okay.
You know,
2 weeks of doing nothing.
just whole clenching. That's how you stop it. You know, just don't shake for 2 weeks.
Right.
That was
Very
about
good.
2 weeks ago. So
What were we talking about?
it happened. I don't know. John's back on the.
Something about the Goths, and I don't
What's
think,
after
I
that?
don't
Do you-
think they're ever going to come back.
No.
Do you have any other ones?
No, my question about it was you mentioned the seagulls.
Yeah, the seagulls. Aye.
Why would that keep them away?
Seagulls, I don't know what it is about. Sorry, I'm going off on another tangent. Why would that keep them away? Aye, because they're terrifying, dude. Have you not seen the seagulls recently?
they're aggressive,
Oh,
like.
Are they
dude,
big?
see, I've seen 6 seagulls. I have a video on my phone. I'll show you it after. I'll send it to you. Of a seagull eating a pigeon in the water.
Yeah.
Like it
Jesus
pulled it
Christ.
into the water and started devouring its
Really?
soul. And I've seen that 5
fucking
times. I've seen that 5 times already in Belfast.
Seagulls would be decent old hunters. Like they'd be flying
Aye.
over the water and fucking.
And they're probably
catching
killing
shit.
off all the goth girls. You know what I mean? That's what they're going after. You know what I mean? That's what I imagine is happening.
I love
It's an
watching
extinction-
videos of.
There's not enough misery
Aye.
in the city centre.
Aye, there's not. No.
The seagulls carry the misery. They're not allowed.
horribly
Goths, get out.
discriminatory against fucking goth women for
Goths,
some
get the
reason. You
fuck
know?
out.
I love watching videos of some women or people on the beach or like eating a thing of chips
Aye,
and
and
then like a
seagulls.
fucking sea of fucking seagulls come in and start
Aye, ripping
ripping
the
them
fuck out
off
of
them like
I swear
shit
they're gonna
themselves.
get
Watch
big
some
enough.
strange stuff.
I know.
They're
I
gonna
would.
get big enough to start taking the kids soon. You know what I mean?
I think
that's
will,
that's
aye.
what I'm thinking.
My algorithm fires out some weird shit to me.
I get a lot
sometimes.
of just car crashes right now. That's
Do
maybe
you?
what I'm getting. Horrible car crashes.
Why
Aye.
are you getting car crashes?
I don't ask for it, John. I just get it. You know what I mean? It's mental. It's just a pile of horrible from some other country that I haven't visited just yet. On a road, and it's just some wee lady is crossing the road, and then bang, and flips over the fucking bonnet and all the rest.
Do you ever
flies
watch?
into the
Do you ever
side.
watch your
It's
mom's
crazy.
house? You know, with-
Aye.
he loves watching.
Aye.
There's one.
Oh, I'm definitely. Aye.
There's one quite famous where they play it like almost to every
Yeah,
single
yeah,
guest,
yeah.
and it's like a guy, like a Japanese or guy,
Asian persuasion.
Thank you. And he's in a garage, and this car reverses in and reverses too far, and like crushes his legs
aye.
clearly, like,
Yeah.
and he's like, oh, and his friend does nothing.
I remember the one in outside Dungiven, Tricks phone station.
No,
No.
There's a guy at the ATM, and
Right.
this girl reverses, pins him against the wall.
Jesus.
And he's fucking stuck there, and then
Aye.
she's 40 bit, and then she fucking.
Finish the job.
I did see
Finish
that.
the job.
I did see that.
I've never seen that.
I have.
That's
I.
class.
It's bad news. Like
Holy fuck!
fucking hell.
Well, she wasn't doing it on purpose, obviously.
No.
Just a
Or she
terrible
was.
driver.
Or she was.
And then roll forward, and then was still in reverse.
Oh shit!
Imagine-
Oh, I just rolled and then went
Just went back and forward a wee bit, and then back.
Can't explain that in court. You know what I mean? Fuck, I'm sorry. I'm still in reverse gear. Sorry there, Paddy. You know.
Just still out, just walking.
I left to get in the seat of the crowd. I'm done. I'm done with all the shit.
Can't do it. See if we can find that.
Aye.
We shall.
Right, what's next?
We'll link it. I've started linking stuff in the episodes.
That's good. That's good stuff.
No, I'm not. I'm not liking that. I started liking stuff in the last episode, but we'll link sensible stuff.
Link it all the fuck.
Down, lads.
Not many links in this episode.
No.
Sensible stuff.
Dark web links.
Yeah.
Aye. Hey, it's out there. It's out there. It's out there.
Water.
I have a question here.
Go on.
Here, what are you looking a spirit box on for on Instagram? That was today.
That was today. I released that today. I got something real special coming up. I can't reveal too many of the details just yet.
What the fuck's a spirit box?
Spirit box, that thing they use, you know, where it scans radio channels. It goes like, and then halfway through, it'll be like, your mom.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
She's dead. You know what I mean? And it'll pick up like
Sounds
words
like a
or
phone
whatever.
call with me.
Yeah.
Aye. And I'm doing it because I've got a little sneaky thing that I'm working on right now, which is going to be really big with all the other comedians.
Fantastic.
In relation to ghost hunting, ghost adventures, you know, paranormal investigating. I'll say no more, but
It's
it's
an
gonna
exclusive.
Be, it'll be something I'll release later on down the line.
Fantastic.
Just
gonna
tell
be
us that.
fucking sick.
Fucking.
no.
All right, fucking spoil the whole thing. Fuck over. Aye. No,
Tell us, lads.
Tell us.
imagine you said that to anybody else.
We'll maybe cut this out. That's all right.
Aye, that's fair.
Tell
That's
us a
fair.
wee bit of it.
Aye, it's an OnlyFans.
Only scares.
My ass is haunted. That's what it's called. You know?
Only scares.
Fucking.
Only scares.
Your hemorrhoid ass is fucking haunted.
It's a live.
There's
it was a
seven
live-
demons inside my
it was-
hole right now.
It was a
They're
live
looking at me.
feed. A live feed of your hemorrhoid ass for a week, showing up in heels.
Aye.
Oh
And you'll
my
see
God.
it only on the dark web and for some reason Instagram. You know what I mean? Like,
Exclusive.
exclusive to Instagram. Aye.
Deadly.
But
Very
it's
good.
gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
No, it was nuts.
Uh
That sounded absolutely fucking nuts.
huh.
Right, I have another wee bits and pieces here. Some
So
of them
excited.
I'm definitely not going to do.
No, do it the fuck. Throw it in.
I do know.
We can cut it out. Fuck it. Throw it in. I'm not
Hitler
feared.
or Trump?
Which one was
This
we
is
better
I'm
in
going to say
bed
a
or?
quote and you're going to guess who it is.
Oh, good. Yeah, I like that. Hit it up,
Hitler
hit it
or
up.
Trump quotes?
Aye.
Hitler or Trump?
Right. Hit
Right.
me up.
You
Hit
have
me
to
up.
guess who
Right.
it is.
Can I play too?
Yeah.
No.
Only I know Hitler. I only know Hitler.
My extensive
going to
Hitler
win.
knowledge on Trump. You know. Go
Right,
on.
lads, let's begin. I'm gonna put a wee music effect in here.
Adolf Hitler versus Donald J. Trump quiz show.
All right.
I'm gonna do a 3D picture of Trump versus Hitler, and then used two on the.
This is like a really this is a really shit version of fucking Pokemon where you throw out Trump and I throw out Hitler and we just see which one
This
works.
reminds me. I was gonna say it doesn't matter. Anyway,
Go on ahead.
let's begin. So it's Donald Trump versus Hitler. I say a quote, you say who it's from.
Okay.
Without passion, you don't have energy. Without energy, you have nothing.
That's something my dad would say.
Hitler.
Hitler.
That's Trump.
Really? Oh.
Right.
Strength lies not in defense, but in attack.
Hitler.
I've seen that in a quote one time.
Hitler.
That's Hitler. Aye.
Shit. That is.
He's really taking his time with this.
Maybe
and
not
loves
going to
it.
say that one.
Say it.
Head it up.
Say it.
Stop being a bitch. Not
do-
saying he was a good guy. We definitely need to cut this out, by the way.
We have to.
Wow. Wow.
Or leave it in. Fuck it. I don't care. You know. But I know apparently terrible guy to everybody. Fuck,
That
it
was
probably
Trump,
just
though.
public relations, but that was Trump. Go
That was
ahead.
Trump.
So he's like this game then? Told you I didn't want to say it.
Go on ahead. The fuck.
Make the lie big, make it simple, keep saying it, and eventually they will believe it.
It's definitely Trump.
Trump. That's definitely Trump.
Make the lie big. I can't do his accent.
I can't do that.
I'm sorry, that is Adolf Hitler.
What?
Whoa.
Make
What
the
was he-
lie big, make it simple, keep saying it, and eventually they will believe it.
Played himself in that one, didn't he?
Definitely did. Basically saying, I'm a shitbag.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you now, I'm a shitbag.
Uh-huh.
Nuts.
Bad
Sometimes...
one, not Hitler.
What?
He was a bad one, not Hitler.
It was bad. Sometimes your best investments are the ones you don't make.
Trump?
I would say Trump. Investment, business.
Aye.
Trump.
Yep. Trump.
Love that. Love that. Fucking yes, we did it.
Sometimes by losing a battle, you find a new way to win the war.
Has to be Hitler, doesn't it?
Yeah, but then I think maybe he's just saying, he's throwing that one in to kind of make us.
Throw us. He would be a sneaky bastard.
He's
Like
sneaky
that,
boy, so he is.
I'm going to say Hitler.
I'm going to say Trump.
Fergal.
Oh!
I knew you would do that. I knew.
Fergal's right. I would never trick anybody in this show.
Tricky bastard, so he is.
Unlike Trump.
Green or orange?
That was actually Jerry Adams. He said
No,
that
pick
one,
a
I
colour.
think.
Pick a colour.
So we're done with the game.
Aye, we're on to a new game.
This is a good one. Good trick question. I like this one. What about white? Peace. Can I pick white?
You can. Unifying
Unifying
colour?
colour and all the rest. And if I couldn't pick white, probably green.
Probably green. Is that an exclusive?
Yeah, but then orange would be the third favourite choice.
Yeah. That's okay, though. That's okay. Keep the colours. Keep the colours in a good rank, and you'll not fall out with anybody. Belfast or Derry?
Oh, Belfast. But only because, I don't know, I never really spent... Do you know the weird thing about being from Magherafelt? You maybe disagree. The weird thing about being from Magherafelt is that for some reason, it's always Belfast. People always go to Belfast. They never go to Derry. I don't know if it's a built-in thing or whatever. We just fucking... We avoid Derry for some reason.
I get that.
And it's, from what I hear, it's a lovely city.
It's a fucking nice place. I've just only been like 5 times in my life. There's a lot of comedy gigs down in Derry that I need to get down to. So
You definitely do, yeah.
But apparently... I don't know,
It's a
there's
great
just-
crowd, apparently. as well, for
unreal.
comedy.
Unreal. Bennigan's and all the rest. Unbelievable. But... I don't know. I've picked Belfast only because it's a place that I always end up in.
Yeah,
You know,
I
sort of
agree
like-
with you. Actually, I have rarely been in Derry, and somewhere I'm like, fuck, I wouldn't mind a few nights out there.
But Londonderry, the fucking class.
Let's not get into that. That hasn't been flogged yet, has it? It's legendary, lads. Legendary.
That's good. That's
Come
good.
on.
Next question, John.
Derry, me. River Island or Epstein's Island?
Oh, well.
River Island, sorry, is a clothing shop.
Thank you for clearing that up.
Just in case
Just
you thought
get-
it was like a.
I
island.
could
the
never
one.
find clothes
that
to
was
fit
the
me
one.
in River Island.
River Island was the one owned by P Diddy. But
It was air. It was a river with the amount of oil he had.
I think baby oil river. You know what I
Oh
mean?
my
P Diddy
god!
oil.
Did you see the video going around everywhere of the police? The police
No.
entering Diddy's.
Aye.
It was like a video, and it said in the caption, the police arriving at Diddy's house to capture him, but it's like these 4 adults on the slip and slide, just like falling down.
There's so much
and
around.
just completely in slips.
fuck
Like
me. I don't know
one of
much.
the funniest
Do
things
you
I've
know
seen.
much about the P Diddy stuff? I only have
No.
heard
I
from,
do
like,
actually.
What's the story behind it? Like, was
So
he
this obviously
was
conspiracy.
he P Diddler?
Allegedly, I don't know actually the extent to like that sort of stuff, but
Aye.
I heard he basically had like a film studio
Right.
built into every room in his house,
Right. Okay. So
and he
you
was filming
voyeurism.
stuff allegedly,
Allegedly.
and then
'Cause they're watching.
he was using that against like people with power
So
or
he's like, he did
celebrities.
like a
and
mini
all.
Epstein Island
Oh
kind of
man, there's
situation.
the conspiracies are going crazy. They think he's a part of the FBI, and they're using that as control over the place and stuff. And he's an
FBI.
informant. And
Aye.
but here, imagine having a selection of informants. Right, who are we going to pick here? Here we'll pick P Diddy, who has 700 bottles of baby lotion in his house and 700 dildos or whatever. You know, let's
You
pick
gotta
him,
get it in.
Let's pick
John,
him.
you gotta
as-
get it in somehow. You
Yeah,
know what
exactly,
I mean? Like,
yeah.
Let's pick him as the informant.
And
Like,
look, he was like, I could have been sharing. You know what I mean? Like, there could have been a lot of people there who were really into
maybe
ass play.
He was like,
whatever
I've got
it
a
is,
really
you know
good
what I mean?
deal on this baby oil, but like I
He
have to
could
buy
have
in
been
bulk.
sponsored. It could have been a sponsorship deal.
Could have been
You know what I mean by
sponsorship.
baby oil.
Yeah. How much manscaped does Shane Todd have? Like,
That's
who
facts.
knows?
Yeah, that's facts. That's
I have one here.
no, I need a piss though.
Shall we take a break?
Let's do a wee break. Right, piss.
I have props there for Diddy stuff.
I know I shouldn't, but I'm dying for another pint. I would love another
All right, that's fair. And
Oh, that's sad.
it is what it is.
We back now?
Just getting our wee background.
Let me hit a vape. Let me hit the vape real quick before we.
You hit the vape there, man. Yeah, no worries.
Vaping's a mad thing nowadays, lads. It's a mad thing.
Vaping's bad.
We wouldn't be at that.
Very bad.
Wouldn't be at that shit.
No.
Talking about
Fucking bitches.
Only off it like a week.
How does this make you feel?
Vapist about?
Actually, I might.
Haven't you been on the snus yet or whatever you call it? You know the.
I don't consider that a thing. Like,
What is it?
You think it's real?
No, I have a lot of people. I know a lot of people. Sorry, I know a lot of people that do it, but I'm just like, that doesn't interest me. Putting a bit of cloth in my mouth and stuff like, you know.
Apparently it hits real hard though.
I like getting my kicks other way, like.
No. It's a good shit. Is it?
It is metal.
Is it just one you take? Is that mint?
Do you know anything about the tobacco, the baseball, or just the chew?
Chew
That's
tobacco.
dipping tobacco, yeah.
That was a
yeah,
thing,
yeah,
like
yeah.
dipping. Ah, okay. Just gives you a wee buzz or what?
It's just a big lump of loose tobacco,
Aye.
and it's really wet, really wet.
Right.
Just shove it up there and keep it in the ball. It's really hard to keep. It's really
Aye.
hard to
Keep it up
Break
there.
down.
keep it right up there.
Oh, okay.
Because it makes your mouth salivating and then runs down the back of your throat.
Aye.
So they spit. That's what there's the chewed tobacco, which is they spit a lump of it out.
Aye.
That's it's just like you get what's called a mud jug, and it's that like.
Yeah. Like Clint Eastwood shit. Yeah.
You've tried it.
Aye.
I've tried it. Yeah, Frank Robinson from America.
Terrible.
It gives you real buzz.
Aye.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it sounds like it gives you.
It sounds like an analogy for crack cocaine. You know, that's what it sounds like.
YouTube full of like 12-year-old American rednecks doing dipping reviews.
Really? That's
Wow.
mad.
I'm sitting on their YouTube channel with like giant
Yeah.
That's the vape in this country, like.
yeah.
100%.
Probably better for you than that shit.
Aye.
Fuck, hard to
I don't
know.
know, lad. Don't know.
Now we're
No,
back.
these people, like, there's people like our age that have like no teeth left.
Oh,
Full
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ.
There.
And that's where you get the mouth cancer too, isn't
That is aye.
What flavour are you on there?
Hazen meth.
it? Ice and meth.
That's what it is.
Hazen
You know what I
meth.
mean? It's good shit. You know?
I hear meth's deadly.
I'm gonna cut that for socials. And that's all it's gonna say. 3 seconds of that.
Good old man.
Please do. Have we started?
Very good.
Here, fair enough.
I think we're back. Alright, so this is called What Did Diddy Do?
Oh, class. Okay, hit me up,
Allegedly.
hit me up. Right, yeah.
So how many bottles of lotion did the FBI find?
I might have the answer for this, but I'm gonna let Fergal go first. Go on ahead, Fergal.
Oh, I definitely don't have the answer.
You're
for
right.
this.
Okay, go. Take a while. Stop.
Was it not like 100,000 bottles or something like that?
A warehouse. Fucking.
I thought it was insane the amount of.
The ultimate
that's a bit
fucking.
insane.
The
What was
ultimate
it?
fucking slip and slide.
Does he
you
own
know.
Johnson's and Johnson's or something? That's a bit much for
What was that?
It's
What
the
was the
correct
number?
answer. It's the correct answer. 700.
700 and something.
700 something. Aye. That's mad. Like, you do.
That's not
like,
too bad.
That sounds like. And this,
I do not want to see your house.
this is a weird segue, but like, my ma back in the day, like, or my family, you know, like.
What do we go from lotion
What do
to
you
math
hear?
for?
Like, it mixes. What do you hear, right? But my ma back in the day used to do. Did you ever have like when you were younger and you were poor or whatever, and like for your birthday, the special thing? If one kid had a big garden, the special thing was that they got the big fuck off, like slide, you know, like you could blow up inflatable slide or whatever. And then did you ever have it? Right. And
Well,
then
we
the
would
way-
put bin liners down.
That's what I'm saying. Aye. Guess what we used? Baby lotion. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I'm fucking.
Put a bit of baby, aye,
Aye.
and an old hose.
There's better ways to use baby lotion, lads, than the, I don't know, for dildos or whatever. Use it for slip and slides, or you know.
They're
that's what I'm
class,
saying.
but
Never
very
used
liquid.
Aye.
and,
Sorry,
and,
you're so. Sorry, you two are so middle class. You know what I mean? You just didn't.
Did you use baby lotion?
very liquid and a hose.
Do you not know how to go down to the shop and get fairy liquid?
No,
like?
fuck that. No. That's
Very liquid and a
Aye.
hose. That's what I meant.
that's basic bitch stuff. You never had the baby lotion, like, you know. That's a P Diddy.
No, Daddy, no.
Aye.
You're the one that is looking at me as if, what the fuck are they talking about? Like?
It's gone worse. man.
Aye, it does. Aye, I'm not apologizing.
I'm not either. I think Daddy said it.
Sorry, go back to. Right, go on back. What's the
Do
next?
you remember the whole thing with R. Kelly?
I do, aye.
Whenever
Yes.
he was getting taken up, there was like billboards and people protesting, going like, R. Kelly's innocent. R. Kelly's, yeah.
But I mean, then Surviving R. Kelly came out, and it was kind of clear.
Yeah, but I mean, like,
evidence.
you even seen that during in that documentary.
I think that's caused by just mass hysteria fans. That,
I saw it is, yeah. But it goes to show you how big R. Kelly was. They were like, I don't give a fuck what he did. I don't give a fuck who he peed
He's
on.
my R. Kelly.
Keep R. Kelly singing.
they're thinking that.
Yeah.
It's nuts.
They were over 40 though.
It's a bit nuts.
They weren't getting cut.
They aged out, as they say. You know, like, please go on, John.
John, before fucking one of us gets cancelled here, come on.
There's a lot of this going to be cut out, lads.
Go on ahead.
Anyway, no, it's not really. It'll be grand. How many dildos did he have?
Well, that's a good question because I don't know that
Guessing
one.
the ratio of.
I'll take.
If it was 750 bottles of lotion.
Are you aficionado of sex toys?
And if you
lotion
go, like-
to ratios?
It would have to be like a 15%.
70.
That's
Go
like
100. I go 100.
I go 150. I'm gonna know 150 dollars.
Oh, just been watching the internet.
Jude wanted to be.
How many was it?
Like, Jude, what are you at tonight? I'm just on YouTube Shorts here. Watching Diddy stuff.
I'm on eBay here, just buying fucking all the access.
To be fair, all there is at the moment is Diddy stuff constantly.
I
like,
know.
it's
I'm not getting that.
fucking
Not
hell.
getting that. But I know for a fact that 50 Cent was like shouting about this
Yeah.
50 Cent
ages
was
ago.
complaining.
He was trolling the fuck out of P. Diddy for years.
He was complaining about P. Diddy inviting him to go shopping with him. Stuff like that.
He was but he knew all this was going on.
Like, don't go to the Diddy party. Like,
Yeah.
here's another thing. Which film was Diddy in alongside Russell Brand?
Oh, that was that Get Him to the Greek.
Have you ever seen Get Him to the Greek?
It was a great film.
So it was Russell Brand.
P. Diddy was in it?
Yeah.
He was in it. He appeared
actually
in it.
pretty
He was
funny.
like some sort of producer or
Producer,
something, and
Or like owned the record
and
company.
he ended
like
up
a
just being this
flashback here.
crazy drugged up like record producer, and he had this like crazy party room or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
That sounds about right.
That's basically. I was thinking about that earlier. He was literally having like a freak
like,
off
it might have
party,
been like
like,
an inside joke or
just
something.
showing the actual
weird as fuck.
nuts, lad.
Aye, but the
Stroke the furry wall. I remember they were all tripping on drugs. I think it was something like that. Anyway.
but 50 Cent knew. He did you ever see that video as well of P. Diddy and Mike Tyson getting interviewed, and Mike Tyson like him P. Diddy like
backing
kind of
off on him,
groping
was
him,
he?
and he was like, "Get the fuck away from
Really?
me!" Aye, like
Aye.
saying, "Don't you dare touch me!"
I know the hands have been.
100%. Like,
I wouldn't fuck with Mike Tyson.
Jesus.
I wouldn't fuck with Mike Tyson.
but there was someone saying, was it Diddy has like ties to like a real high up crime family
Really?
in terms of who he runs around with. His father was supposedly with, do you know Frank Carson out of that film? It was the one about the gangster. Was it Gangster?
I might have been Gangster.
And
American Gangster. Was
American
it?
Gangster.
American Gangster. Yeah,
And Denzel Washington was in
Oh
there.
yeah.
So
It was a great. Film.
There was
That's great,
guys that
class.
worked alongside him
Right?
as Puff's dad.
Really?
So they're part of like a big crime kind of family network and stuff.
That's mad.
It's nuts, like. And now now they're finding 700 bottles of lotion on his
Yeah, there you go.
house.
That's how it starts.
It's fucking
know.
nuts, lad.
That's
Wonder how many
gangster as fuck, apparently.
bottles of lotion Tony Soprano had.
Probably.
He just
You think there's a connection there? Or something?
Nah, he was very liquid all the way.
Me and Jude's very liquid.
Aye. Fair.
You and Fergal on the
This is
video.
burning my throat.
What is? Are you on the
What
snuff?
is it?
Oh, it's the chewing gum?
It's a mint. It's a nicotine mint.
Aye, nicotine mint.
mint?
Aye, they're fucked. Aye,
Do you use the snuff? No. I could swear I seen you use the snuff.
It's a
Snuff's a
fucking-
totally different thing.
What's a
Oh,
snuff?
is that not snuff?
Snuffs,
What do
is
you
it,
call
or
it?
something? Snuffs?
Snuffs. It's the tobacco you put in your mouth.
Oh right, no,
You're
no,
the one
no.
that they're very like branded in the
put it
shops
up.
now.
Yeah, like
You don't
Nordic.
do that,
That sort of.
Aye, Nordic.
Yeah.
You
No,
still
I've
do
never
that, no?
tried it. Never tried it. I heard it's wild
Never mind.
stingy.
Aye, apparently fucks you up. What are you saying? Aye.
That's
Not for
fucking
me,
nuts.
son. Not for
No,
me,
I
son.
wouldn't do
Aye.
He did. He did.
Right.
Well, I was just saying about the vapes. You know the ones that are wild sweet, and how they were doing a test with some person that like he was diabetic, and they were doing like sugar tests, and he had changed his whole diet, and they were wondering why his sugar levels were spiking.
Right.
And it
And
turned
it was
out
because of the vape.
he was vaping.
That's mad though.
The sweeteners in the vape.
Was that his
spiked it.
episode? I forgot he said that. I need to cut that out. That was a good wee segment.
And then there's it was some comedian. It was a comedian that they did that on. Aye. So yeah. So there's definitely sugars, and it spikes your whatever it is, that glucose level or whatever the fuck it is.
There you are.
It's not good.
Hi. I know. No, sorry. I had to say
No,
my-
you're in a fucking podcast.
John, you're a cunt.
I was about to leave there.
That'd be good if
Do you just want to go back to the Trump and Hitler game, do you?
No.
Why do you have no more games?
No, I was just kind of like scolding you there. I've actually one more thing here.
It'd be cool to
throw it
do.
in the fuck.
It'd be cool if
Yeah,
someone walked out of this podcast.
Oh, you're gonna make me read it.
I want you to read this.
I can't read out loud, by the way. It's a really fucking terrible thing I have.
I need you to read it out
From
loud.
okay, got it. Okay. I never imagined my life would take such a wild turn. 1 minute, I was cracking jokes in a small town in Magherafelt, and the next, I found myself under the bright lights of Belfast comedy scene. Terrible grammatical errors there.
Continue.
Things have been moving so fast. Things have been moving fast. Faster than I expected. But but nothing prepared me for meeting Fergal.
What the fuck is this?
It was after one of the biggest gigs yet. I was still buzzing from the energy of the crowd when I spotted him. A man with a laugh that could fill a room.
Oh,
And my eyes
please change your voice level.
that seemed... I don't have lost it there.
He's going to kill Fergal.
Kill or rape? I
And
don't
a
know.
man, and eyes that seemed like they could see right through me. We exchanged a few words at the bar, but the banter quickly turned into something more.
Can you put like jazz music in the background here or something?
I will.
There was an instant connection, like we'd known each other for years. It was a chemistry that's hard to ignore. I found myself drawn to him, moving closer until our shoulders touched. I couldn't help but lean in, telling him a joke in that low voice. My breath brushing against his ear, he laughed, a deep, genuine sound that sent a thrill through me. His smile was all I needed to know that I was right on track. I reached out, my hand brushing against his
How
arm.
long is this going to go for? I have no idea.
Feeling his warmth. and
Can you do like a
strength.
quick scroll just to see if there's more sleep?
Oh, this is a full paragraph. This is sure.
You can stop anytime. You can stop.
I'm not going to stop.
Mentally calm.
It was just a touch, but I felt like it was so much more. I could see his eyes darkening, a playful glint giving me way something more serious to it, more intense. Our lips, oh Jesus, they finally met.
Fuck off.
It was like everything fell away. A kiss, slow and deliberate. Like every moment, or every movement, charged with anticipation.
Do you get ChatGPT to do this?
And then he looked at me and he said, "Do you want to go for a slip and slide?" And I said to him, I don't fuck around with that old, very liquid shit. He was like, "Don't worry, baby. I have the baby oil."
He improv there at the end.
Thank you.
Can I hear the prompt that you sent ChatGPT for? What was that prompt?
There was about four prompts to get it to that stage.
That
It was to
good.
be an erotic synopsis of film starring John Devlin, the local comedian now in Belfast.
That was good.
And then I added, and then it ended up being a girl called Niamh.
Here it works.
And then I was like, nah, I'm going to put Fergal in instead.
Smart.
To add,
Not to make it weird.
add another like layer to the story. And then it was very hard to get ChatGPT to talk like that. It wouldn't go like real erotica.
No.
Weird now. Weird.
There you go.
But here I'm in it. You know what I mean?
Aye.
I'm turned on now. I'm ready to go.
Right, let's start the podcast.
Let's get to the P. Devlin
Right,
part.
we're into it
I
now.
don't know what to say.
Did you like it?
Did you like it though?
Um,
Did you feel anything, Fergal?
From the heart.
Was there anything?
it was.
Look me in the eyes, Fergal. Did you feel it? You know, was it?
Did you feel what I feel?
Because I felt something.
The voice added a certain element to
Aye,
it.
I don't think you knew where it was going.
No,
and then you
no. I had to take a minute to
I
get really into it. Aye, I'm not out of it yet, by the way. I'm still. It's that and the blazer.
You seem a bit. I know
really
it's
set me
creepy.
off.
You almost have that like laid back sort of.
So that was wrote in about 30 seconds.
That's good.
So there you go.
That was good. Thank you for sharing.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
You need a hobby.
You do need a hobby. You need to get up. How many? You said you read that 4 times. Like, what was wrong with the other 3?
No, it was the four.
You know?
It was the 4 prompts.
Right.
Oh, it just didn't make sense.
Hey.
But we got there.
We
got
did.
there.
We did. What's in the bottle, lads? I've been thinking about this the whole
bottle?
time. This bottle for sitting right
The
in front
Irish
of me.
one.
I feel like there's an Irish genie in there, but a Protestant one.
Go for
and I
it.
feel like he's if I rub him, we're gonna get they're gonna get the 32 counties, not us.
Give it a go.
You know what I mean? No, I'm scared now. I don't want to. No, I
do
don't.
it.
I'm not politically aligned. I don't want to make a big deal
Aye,
out of it.
don't-
You know
You
what I
have
mean?
to say Mary McAleese 3 times.
Mary McAleese. No, because I know what that means. You know what I mean? And I'm not into it.
That's
you
the
know?
era that it was made in. That was
Really?
Yep.
Aye. It's just too bad the spirit of fucking Ian Paisley's in there. You know what I mean? It's a tough one. But
Ulster says don't.
Alter says,
rub.
don't rub me
Don't rub
the
me.
wrong way. Here, I need to piss another time. I'm really sorry.
Go.
I'll be right back.
Take a break. We're about to get on to your story. What happened since the last time I seen you?
Oh, yeah, this will be a good one.
Fucking hell.
So that's what's been happening in my life. But we'll not
No, that's not.
Not yet. We're working on it, though. We're working on it.
I don't know. I don't think I will get cancelled.
Oh, for what?
I know.
For what? Nothing wrong. I'll get cancelled, though. Yeah, no. I might have said I might have under my breath said P. Devlin at one point. You know, like
You do love the lotion.
I do. Yeah. Right.
Sick.
And we're back. There we go. Look at that there.
And we're back. I'm definitely bringing that lotion.
That's all. Please do. 100%. I'm not. I'm waiting for it. you know.
Anyway, John, that was a bit of a roller coaster.
I was loved to
Not
death.
lie about it. I have a big edit to do. But what have you been doing recently? In terms of the last time you were here, you're a third timer.
Yeah.
Episode 1, episode 2. Last time we left you, I think we had like a spooky episode, didn't we?
We talked a lot
ghosts
about
and
haunt-
shit. Yeah,
We
it
talked
was
about a
fun.
lot of ghost stuff.
That must have been around October as well. Actually, now I'm
Had
thinking
you
about it.
started comedy then?
Yeah. So no, not even. I was
hadn't just-
I
you're just about to.
I was questioning it. You know,
You
sort
were,
of like-
you were talking
and
about them.
I fucking did. I don't know. There was something. James McCagney of all people, I always give him a shout out for the first person. I was on somebody else's podcast, and he had sent in a request, like a message about it, and he just said to me, he was like, "When the fuck are you gonna start stand up?" And that switched something in me. I was like, "Why haven't?" Like I've done it for 3 years. You know, said it to you a couple of times, like we should do it. You know, that sort of way. And something snapped in me that day, and I was like, "No, do you know what? Fuck it, I'm gonna book it." And then I waited 2 months, but I got round it eventually, and it was February. I remember the date. February 28th was my first ever gig. It was just down at Wee Madden's bar in Belfast. And I remember I was fucking shitting them. You know what I mean? Like proper, like I was gonna die. I went up, and you know what? I did all right. I did well. And that was the worst thing that could have ever fucking happened to me. I remember another comedian come up to me and literally say to me, "I'm sorry." And I was like, "What?" And I was like, "I thought I did well." And he was like, "Aye, but you need to die in your hole, though." And I was like, "What do you mean, though? Dying on your hole, for anybody who doesn't know,
need
means
to learn
like
from this.
you need to do bad. You need to have no laughs."
For the first time.
He just said it's easier to start that way. And I did the second gig, same place, Man's. No, second was a Pavilion. And I did a win there. Again, wasn't as good as the first time, but it went good. You know what I mean? It went grand. It was 100%. They got laughs. Everyone's fine. Third gig, and I know exactly why he said it. I remember going up, and I just said to myself, I can do this. I don't even need to write nothing, don't need to rehearse nothing, don't need to do nothing. I'm just going to go up there and do it. And lads, I got 3 lines in, bombed like fuck, forgot my entire set.
Oh, Jesus.
And stormed off. And I was like, literally, I was like, I'm never doing that again. It was the fucking worst feeling in the world.
So,
then I was back
so
a
what
week
you
later.
said, like 3 words, and then you forgot
I was
everything.
trying to write a joke about reading the Bible from the perspective of a smick. That was my whole joke.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
And the opening line was, Jesus was born in, apart from introducing myself, so, well, I was going to guess I'm John. Opening line was meant to be, Jesus was born, and it was meant to be Bethlehem or wherever. And I opened, Jesus was born in Nazareth, and my brain went, no, he wasn't. And then the rest of the set gone. Whole thing gone. I didn't even have a moment. And I had written on my hand. I couldn't read it. I was so fucked,
Jesus was born in the Holy Land.
Literally. And but it was like I ripped that fucking joke out of the joke book. You know what I mean? It was like it's cursed. And then from that, I went home. The bus that day was shot. I fucked. You know what I mean? I was literally like, what the fuck am I doing? You know, it's been luck up until that point. And I was back a week later. Did it again.
Fucked up again?
No, I fucked up, but I fucked up properly. You know what I mean? I went, like, I did a new joke. I didn't do that joke. I didn't read a brand new set. I was like, I know where I kind of went wrong with. Went and set it down, read it out. Went on stage, got like half laughs, you know, that sort of way that way through. But I was like, do you know what? At least I went back and fucking did it again. Like most people would have given up at that point. And then I went back and I've been doing it ever since. So I think I'm on my 34th gig now or whatever.
Lethal.
So it's going all right. You know what I mean? And it's a fucking massively, it's brutal. Yeah, that's the truth. Like, I love it. It's brutal and it's so harsh, and that's the fun of it. You know, that sort of way. Because you only think it's going to be bad. There's a great line about it. It's a great quote I keep to myself every time I think things are going bad. But fear's a mile wide, but an inch deep. So you can look at fear like it's fucking terrifying ocean of a thing, but when you step into it, it's not going to drown you. Like, do you know that sort of way? And that's the beauty of it. There's something really special that happens when you go on stage like that, where you're that vulnerable, but you have all the anxiety. It's like jumping out of an airplane. You have all the anxiety in the world to fucking, you're gonna die. This is it. I'm gonna die. Like, this is the worst feeling in the world. And then you go up on stage and something changes. Everything's the same. You still feel horribly anxious. You still feel whatever, but your mind switches away from it. And it's just remember the set, and something beautiful comes from that. You feel like esoteric. You feel fucking wonderful. You know. Has there
been jokes that you've made that's killed?
I'm getting there. It takes a while to build up to it. There's been times where it's different every time. You know what I mean? I've done jokes where it's like something's landed really fucking well in one place and then died the next. You know, it's like that's the way it works. But it's been a few times. One of my favorite memories was just like, I can't remember what the joke was about, but I just landed one on this wee old man. They was sitting in the front row. He didn't laugh at anybody the whole night, and I was making a joke about sucking a dick or something. And I remember him just, and out of all the people, fucking bust out laughing. Like, and he didn't stop laughing from like the 30 seconds of the joke lasted. You know, that sort of way. And he loved that. Was the moment I was like, do you know what? I can do that to everybody. That's all right. You know, that sort of way. Like, someday I'll do that to everybody. But and it works. You know, I'm not the fucking best by any standard, but I'm getting there. You know, that's the game of it. You know what I mean?
You know the way you said there, one joke. It does really well in one room, and then the other room it does shit.
Yeah.
What's the thing that makes the difference?
The crowd.
Is it the crowd?
It is the crowd. And it's not nobody. No, like it's a bullshit thing to say. Like, oh, the reason I did shit tonight was because of the crowds. It is you, but it's your inability to read the crowd. So sometimes you can go in and it could be if you go into the crowd, if you go in and look at the audience and go, right, well, I'm not going to look at them. I'm going to go up and just do the set. And you don't adjust the very slight details of it, like your put your pace, your tone, your energy, you know, shit like that there. So I can go up on the stage and like, if I see there's maybe like a bit more older people than there is younger people, I'll slow it down a wee bit. You know what I mean? I'll not try and rush the punchline or nothing like that there. I'll take my time with it because that's what they want. But if it's a young audience, I can start dropping fucking P. Diddy jokes. I can start dropping whatever it is and they'll get it. Do you get what I mean? So it's about what you leave in and what you take out and what you put back in. You know, that sort of way. And it's still a learning curve. Like, I'm still learning. That bit's for the professionals. That bit's for once you get into it, realistically, most of this is reading the crowd and reading the room and seeing what you can do with them. The rest of it's, you know, just a matter of rehearsing and practicing and getting it in your head, you know, that sort of way. And then making it look like you haven't rehearsed it or practiced it or you have it in your head, you know. That's where the true genius lies. But that would be the thing for me.
Have you written a joke where it's like, fuck, I think that's the best thing I've ever written, that's unreal, and then went on stage and
every joke, dude.
Just bombed.
The fun of it is,
so sometimes I'm driving, I was like, oh, that's kind of funny.
That's the fun. That's the thing you realize really early on. It's like I think this is funny, and therefore it must be funny. And then you realize, no, it's not.
No, it's
Only
not.
I find that funny.
Aye.
You know, that sort of way. And it's finding that commonality to be like, right, I can write something down on paper, but it's not going to be good. So I need to figure out the structure behind it and how to add and laugh lines and tag lines and punch lines, you know, and getting everything, the structure of it perfect. Then you work on how, once you've done it on stage, that's the only time you'll know if it's funny. And then you take from what that is, and then you improve on it. You know, you add a wee bit every time, or you take out something out or something they got there.
What sort of premises do you like to talk about?
I love storytelling, anecdotal, you know, like telling stories and then exaggerating. Comedy's 80% truth, 20% bullshit. The funny bits and the 20% bullshit. You know what I mean? That's the fun bit of it. And I love that. That's my favorite. You know, like, it's how far can you exaggerate that 20%? You know what I mean? Like,
Do you like putting elements of truth in
all of it? Yeah, all of it's a real thing that happened to me if I'm usually telling the story. But it's like I'll switch the story around a wee bit or fuck around with, you know, that sort of way. Like the joke that I'm running at the minute, I'll not spoil it, but like the joke that I'm running at the minute is about my granny falling on 9/11. That really happened. But the whole end of the joke is that the whole premise at the start of the joke is that granny's always right. You know, that's the one thing we were believing in our whole family. Yeah. Granny's always right. So when Granny falls and starts screaming, I'm dead, I'm just like, well, Granny's always right. And then I'll leave her. You know what I mean? Now, that didn't work when I didn't open the premise by saying I was 6 years old at the time. So there was one of the jokes where I just died in a hole because everyone just assumed that I had left my 29-year-old self. My granny fell and I just let her lie there dead.
You're not a good
so there's
person.
wee tiny fucking
wee
minuscule things that
it.
can fuck you as well. You know, that sort of way.
Yeah, very good.
And that's the fun of it. You know what I mean? And like, there isn't a moment where I went off stage in the last 10 where I've been like, fuck, that was shite and I hate myself for doing this. You know,
Are you watching more comedy now?
Big time. Love Kill Tony. You watch Kill Tony? Love Kill Tony.
Fuck.
That's
Format's
like
lethal.
I do a
So
weird
good.
thing when I'm writing new materials. I have to sit down and have Kill Tony playing in the background to write a new joke. You know, that sort of way.
Do you like the premise of the 1 minute?
It's tough.
That would be hard.
See, doing
wouldn't it?
3 minutes is tough. Doing 10 minutes, I thought was a big leap, like. But doing 10 minutes is a wee bit more comfortable. You can have more fun on stage with 10 minutes because you can breathe. You're not rushing the 5. You know, that sort of way. But the 1 minute, that's fucking brutal. And see, for first timers,
Can you even set up a joke in 1
No,
minute?
no, it's mainly one-liners or trying to do it as quick as you can. And that's what you see most of them fail. It's fun to watch it as a comedian because you're kind of like, oh yeah, I can see where you were going with that, but you could probably make that work as 5 minutes. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Trying to
yeah.
rush that in one
Make
is
it 1
fucking
minute,
ridiculous.
yeah.
I
just
never read a
love the
1 minute joke
slagging.
before.
It's
He's so good.
slagging
He's so good. I love a good roast as well. Like that's what I'm. I've got one coming up on the 18th of October against Daniel Houston.
Oh, you were saying
I
class.
can't wait to do that one. It's going to be unbelievable. Crap.
Where's that at?
It'll be in the Accidental Theatre, I think. If I'm wrong about that, I'll fix it on my Instagram. But the Accidental Theatre, Justin Freebird's running it, and it's just going to be it's hell. Do you know what I mean? It's like there's hell.
stepped
It's
into hell.
hellbound. There's there's so much freedom to just writing jokes where you don't have to worry because you're aiming it at somebody and not the crowd. Do you know what I mean? Like, you can go as hard as you want. You know, that sort of way.
Or is
And,
it going to be the format of one joke?
Yeah, back to back, basically. I think each person gets 2 minutes, 2 minute sets, and then you jump to the next person that goes
That'd
back.
be good fun.
Dude, it's going to be so much fun.
Right.
You should come down to it. Come in. It'll be a good crack.
Alright, well, so there's one. You have 2 minutes first.
Yeah, he has
and
2
then
minutes.
he'll have 2 minutes.
Yeah, and then I think it's whoever runs out of jokes, and then that's when it ends, and then it'll move on to the next group of people. I think there's 4 people going up.
Oh, I thought there's formats I've seen before where people tell one joke,
Aye.
and then the next person comes in, says the other joke, and then
Yeah.
and forth.
This one's more just gives you a wee bit of time.
Time,
between them. But it's gonna be good fun. Like
that'll be class.
Yeah.
That'll be class.
Are you enjoying the podcasts?
I'm enjoying.
Porn
Yeah.
up,
It's
appearing
weird
off.
doing podcasts. You know what I mean? Because you are yourself, but you're a heightened version of yourself when you're doing it. You know, that sort of way.
Fuck.
Apart from
version-
you
what
two,
version?
you know what I mean? You two are always this fucking weird. You know what I mean?
What? How dare you?
But
What version are you tonight?
I don't know.
John talks about Hitler all the time, and like, when we're not on the podcast.
Apparently, I'm burning the fascist version of me tonight. It's this jacket, lads, bringing out the fucking conservative in me.
That's on the Patreon later.
But no,
You go into John's room and it's full of like fucking German
Colored blazers and stuff.
I just colored blazers and small mustaches, you know. But no, I think podcasts are fun. I do enjoy them. But it's funny though. You do talk to some comedians and they're not a fan of them, but they'll do them, you know, regardless.
Yeah, I've heard
you
that.
find that as well. Like, so it's mentioned in preference. You guys, you know, lube me up for it good with a baby oil. and got me in hard. So
Fergal did.
Fergal did hard. Went and sliding all together.
Like, I like just bursting through ceilings, just kind of like.
Yeah, straight through. The glass ceiling cracker they call them, in the BDSM clubs and all.
I thought you said the BD.
Fuck! If you ever open a club, that's what
club
you call
the BDSM.
the BDSM.
That'll be class.
Right, we're opening a club.
That's what I call up here, But it's good fun. What else I've been doing? And I've been just trying to expand. That sort of way. Like the fun of it is like you're never done learning it. You'll never be fucking finished writing. And every joke, you're a bullshit comedian if you write a joke and say that's you. Like that bit's done. Like I can't prove that anymore. That's not real. You'll always find a way to, as you go along, you'll learn new shit and be able to move on.
You find a lot of comedians don't actually get really good or get discovered really until they're like,
oh dude, there's 10 years in the game, like
probably,
before anybody really get. Every comedian that I know is consistent, constantly funny and like always coming up with new material. 10 years. Now there's ones who are getting there, that sort of way, and they're always coming up with new stuff. And that's the thing people get annoyed about sometimes, like, oh, you did the same stuff. It's like, that's the only way you can improve it. You know what I mean? Like there's one, it was Tony Hinchcliffe did that one time and it killed Tony. One guy went on, he's like, I'm not like all these other comedians, and he was like, I fucking every week I write a new post and I post it on TikTok and all the rest. I write a new joke and post it on TikTok, and he's like, oh, you're one of them shit comedians. That's the fun, that's the part of it. And then you do get sick of doing the same shit sometimes as well, so you want to change it up. I do a monthly run. That's usually what I do. So I'll theme a joke over a period of a month. Depending on, it could be about anything, but like this October month will be about something ghostly or fucking weird shit that happened to me in terms of that. I'll write a joke about that, and then that'll be my joke for the month. And
are you still going out and looking for posts and stuff?
No. Like I said, I want to make that a really big thing in the future. So with the comedians and with other people. So I think it's going to be really fun when we get around. I'm really looking forward to that. But no, it's it's fun. It's cool. What else is there?
I was going to say about TikTok.
TikTok's been weird recently.
What are you thinking? Are you still?
Dude, I can't compete with fucking people who go on and do the NPC stuff. You seen all this?
What's this?
Oh, come on. Yeah, you've seen it. You're bound to seen it. The one that go on and they're all like, roses, like, give me a rose, like, and it's people basically pay them be fucking weirdos online. Sounds class, as you know.
I haven't heard this. What is it?
What? Look it up.
I don't go on TikTok, lads.
Nah, that's because you're old.
That makes me old. I don't care. I'm trying to keep my head.
Is that for people to get new followers and stuff?
No, it's like a live thing. You just live stream stuff. So they go on and it's like they pretend to be, so like for every fucking, I hate it if I can explain this, for every the gift, gifts you get, for every gift they have to do a different animation themselves. You get what I mean? So it'll be all like,
so they go like,
some fucking weird shit like that. Yeah. But it looks, and they're meant to be like robots, non-playable characters. And it's cringy as fuck. It's the worst thing I've ever watched, genuinely.
Is it AI though?
No, it's real. It's real people pretending to be AI. It's a fucking reverse situation here, And people pay. And the worst thing is they get paid fucking thousands of pounds for it. You know what I mean? Like every day. And thankfully
people watch it.
Yeah, bring bullying back. That's, you know what I mean? Like these people have too much power. And they just, they get away with this sort of stuff, like, they need to be settled a wee bit.
Why are you doing this?
And it's one of them weird things where it's like they just.
Is there anything else weird in TikTok that we don't know
dude,
about?
Loads of stuff. Like,
genuinely, I don't look at it.
But
it's because I don't want my head being fried from.
And I respect, it is brain, like, have you heard the term brain rot before?
Yeah, but I already have Instagram.
But it's
Instagram reels are equally as brain rot.
But
Instagram is the guy in the pink jacket. You know what I mean? That's
I have
guy.
very little followers.
Or the purple jacket.
Like I genuinely just stay away from followers on our pages.
Fair.
Like,
yeah, I get you.
Less fucking shite.
Because it started off, TikTok was like that trendy shit, so it was all like, you do like a 6-second dance online or whatever, and you like.
There is some entertaining stuff on it, to be honest. Like, Kleina showed me some stuff. It's hilarious. Like,
and it's evolving now. Like, people are looking more, like, the TikTok algorithm or whatever is looking more and more like longer videos, like 10 minutes, 20 minutes, stuff like that.
Really?
Like the way they do with YouTube. Yeah. So there's, I don't know, they're trying to follow the same path YouTube did, which is start short content and then work your way to the big stuff. But
you still enjoying it?
Not as much as I like stand up, you know, that sort of way.
Yeah.
So I'll still make videos, or I'll still repost some old stuff or whatever. I think I'll have a period where I'll need to take a break from not take a break like long term, but like take a week off, and maybe I'll fall in love with it again.
Yeah.
But there's just so much more to it when you're doing it live in front of an audience.
Just go between them.
Aye. I just think I put a lot. You do when you're doing all this sort of stuff. Put a lot of pressure yourself to be like, oh fuck, you better post it there. You better do something like that there. And realistically,
you
it
were
hasn't
back in
changed
the
too
day.
much.
You were.
I consistent as fuck. What
You were.
every day as much as I tried to, but that was 6 hours a day. I'd rather spend 6 hours doing now something that actually you get some feeling off of. You know what I mean? Like you know, you can actually go up and feel an audience in front of you rather than some random person calling you a cunt online. Yeah. You know what I mean? So,
Glad you got out of your room. Yes.
yeah. My back hasn't recovered. You know what I mean? The hunchback of Magherafelt. That's what I am. You know? But have we talked about Magherafelt Weirdos? I know you maybe have. You know what I mean? That's probably a terrible thing.
Weirdos.
Who's the Magherafelt Weirdos?
The passing. Have we
Apart
talked
from
about
us?
Willie Paul? You ever meet Willie Paul?
Willie Paul.
Oh yeah,
We did Willie
he's
Paul
been on.
before.
He's
He's been.
mentioned.
Well, he hasn't been on.
He hasn't been on it. Sorry.
He's
not been
dead.
on.
You know what I mean? So.
He's just like for he hasn't been on.
Aye. Has there
He's
been
been
any
mentioned-
like?
he's been
Because I've been
mentioned
out
loads.
of Magherafelt now for a wee while. Has there been any new ones? Have you had any like? You don't need to name names, but has there been any like new characters appeared in?
No,
We used to have
same
one-
Old lad. There hasn't been new ones.
We used to have
like,
one. I
cropped
think.
up or anything like.
I think
But
she's
if you're about the time, like we're probably not about the time as much
Aye.
as you would have been whenever you were younger. I would say.
suppose.
You're probably not.
Maybe just not seeing as many, but
I used to work in
same
the-
ones are still about.
I used to work down in the Spar, you know, the one across in the back car park, you know, the one that's across from the bus depot.
It's probably a breeding ground. That area.
Aye, and it is rough. It's like the second worst place apart from the park where tits go flying and all.
Jesus.
But it's
Great
you know,
story.
but there used to be a woman that used to come in. It fucked us off seriously. She's been about, we were like 17 at the time, right? But she was like 30, 40, right? And she always had this weird like, almost like an AI look or an alien look to her that she was never really human to begin with.
There's a
you
customer
know?
that comes in.
There's a customer used to come in all the time. She's probably dead now. But she used to always come in and she used to always ask for a pack of 10. But she never fucking specified fuck all, and you had to just
Oh.
basically. And do you want the complete? Like it wasn't that there was a translation barrier or anything like that. There, this woman was probably from around here, but it's just going pack of 10, pack of 10,
Did she always think?
and it
you
was
knew?
like a fucking I'm better than you thing. We were like, right, okay. And I remember one day I had a coworker when I was working there. He just snapped on her one day. I was like, pack of fucking 10 what? You know, and he started screaming at her as much. He probably lost his shit. It was
That's
funny
class.
as fuck.
What was it? What was
It was,
the
I
time?
don't know. 10.
She rarely told me.
Oh, she never. It was Chesterfield or something. Something shite.
Yeah.
And then there was Paracetamol Man. He was mad. He definitely did. He looked like He looked like a fucking blobfish. Like he was not well. Like his skin was
He
purple.
needed the paracetamol.
No, that or he was on it too much.
Or maybe
you
he
know
had
what
to
I
take
mean?
it off.
Yeah, he needed to get off the paracetamol. That was his problem.
Yeah.
But he used to come in every day and like buy like. He knew he could only buy like 2 or 3 or whatever, like what the legal limit was. But every day he came in and bought 2 or 3 packs of
Jesus,
paracetamol.
did
He was
he?
fucking
Lad, I
in
don't
on
think
it.
you should have been giving them to him.
I didn't have a choice. I was just a wee 17-year-old kid and didn't fuck
Yeah.
all about medicine or nothing, And then
What would that do to you?
I don't know, but I don't know if he was popping 2 a day and he just collecting like weak storage or whatever. But
Aye.
he looked like he took fucking or like some
P.
of the
Diddy
paracetamol.
of
Yeah.
paracetamol.
Aye.
and
I
stuff.
used to work, and I used to work.
Paracetamol did he?
I used to work in the one New Kenny's.
Yeah.
Joe's. I used to work there.
That's
Some
good
wild
stuff.
characters.
Oh,
just
literally.
There,
I feel like that's the higher class up that Highfield direction. You know what I
way-
mean?
the higher
Like
class
us.
of people.
Like us.
Wouldn't say that.
No, but no, there was always, you never get like the proper sort of like, the proper people who haven't touched grass. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
the ones like, or maybe touched too much grass. You never get them. And like they're always floating around the center of the town,
Yeah.
Yeah, you were more central.
And then, there was just odd characters in Magherafelt,
We had a guy that used to come in with his brother. So I was there maybe 2 or 3 years,
Yeah.
actually, just like part time during
Aye.
school. We used a guy who used to come in, and he used to drive with his brother, and he drove this. I'm not going to say too much because
Yeah,
people
fair
will know
enough,
who they are.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
But he used to come in, and they used to drive this wee car, and they used to drive in. And the brother would just stay in the car, and they were both really fucking old. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, old enough where we were wondering if they were going to come back the next day. Sort of
yeah.
old, like. And they were like, oh, there's fuck.
We'll cut it.
I'll bleep that.
Alright.
Like, oh, there's back again today. Like, stop saying his name, lad. I have to beep that.
Sorry.
And But what do you hear? I've actually got an end to this story. So I used to help with basket. I used to carry it for him and walk around the shop with him.
That's good, man.
Look at you
He's
go.
fucking really old, lad. Like he could barely hold the basket. So I used to follow him around. And then when I was bringing the shopping bags out, I'd bring the shopping bag out to the car. I'd chat to the brother, and the brother there, well, lad, what's the crack? Just pure love and life.
Yeah.
And
Why didn't the brother come in to help?
Literally, what a cunt.
I think he was just wrecked. I think he was so
From
fat.
what?
Getting into the car. They genuinely were very
Wait, I know who you're on about. I just realised who you're talking about.
You might. They were
Did
both,
they used to write? I'm gonna say because I
both good lads, so they were dead
I'll
on.
I'll not say my point then.
That's good. Don't. No, these guys.
They're probably different people.
These guys could not move quick enough.
They're
to
old,
do anything
like
bad.
weren't they?
I mean,
Did they used to
old,
go and buy like the, before the internet? No, they also done that in my shop. That's alright.
No, they bought general stuff for the house.
Yeah, no, they have to get them. If it's the same boys, I don't think it is. But if it's the same boys, they used to come in and like they used to do the old and they used to hit you hard with they buy the nuts and they would hit you hard with the. No, I'm only buying it for the.
Yeah.
The cars at the back. I'm like,
fast
What cars was it?
They're the ones with the girls on the front of the cars.
Yeah.
Very good. What's the other story I had there? First job. Well, basically, that was one of my first jobs, working in Kenny's. And there's a story of my first day.
Right.
So I went in. He goes, look, is there any jobs? I'd like to be sales assistant, whatever. And they're like, oh, do you want to come in? Do you want to come in 10 to 4 on Friday?
Right.
I goes, yeah, no worries. I'll come in 10 to 4. What did I do?
Go on the tear.
Came in at 10 to 4.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Not 10 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Oh, you fucked it.
I came in at 3:50 p.m. 10 to 4. I goes, I was supposed to be starting work here today. And she's like, well, you're not supposed to be here this morning.
Bring Bully him back.
You fucking idiot. How did you end up working there?
How do you have a job at all?
Do you know the problem is you didn't get bullied enough in school. Just
Decent.
you know what I mean? Like,
That was decent enough crack.
I would say one thing. Fucking Tony's.
Fucking right.
Fucking 10 to 4.
Oh,
10 to 4. Jesus Christ.
stupid bastards.
that class. Because I thought I was being like inducted at 4 p.m. or something for like an evening shift or some shit like that.
That's a wild
No,
assumption.
10
to make as
a.m.
well.
to 4. Like, there
That's
you go.
crazy. That's fucking crazy.
There you go.
Played yourself.
I fucking
Played
I
yourself.
definitely
played
did.
yourself.
Played myself.
Congratulations.
What other crack was there? Yeah, I got the good night this local chef showdown. That was good crack. I enjoyed
That
that.
was so funny. I don't want to give away what happens.
Should we give away?
I know this.
Oh, jeez.
The story. that I
Fucking give it
told-
away. Give it away to
go
fuck.
the
That's
fuck.
so
Give
funny.
it away.
It's a good story.
Oh my god.
So anyway, for anybody at home, we created a show called Local Chef Showdown, and John Devlin here was a guest on it, where he got to come in during one of our rounds on I think the second day to taste a few dishes from our competitors.
Yeah.
Very much just a special guest appearance. It was great having John there. And this was after the judges and us had
The judges had already deliberated.
judges already
Yeah.
so they went to the wings to watch John at work and to see what he was doing. So John went through the food.
Yeah.
And how do you think you did compared to
I was fucking starving as well, so I had this and like sort of idea of being like, I'm gonna eat this whole fucking thing. You know what I mean? Like, I was starving. And no, I think I did great. Like fuck yous, you know what I mean? Like user cunts. No, user cunts.
you
Did you leave before we actually told you?
No, you just you told me to leave. But
Do you know what
you
happened?
rated it?
no, in reverse.
In reverse.
It's complete opposite.
completely reverse.
Fuck yous.
The chefs came in and was like, I can't believe. I didn't think people had bad, would not be able to tell the difference between what was good and what was bad.
No, fuck yous. It was nice. You know what I mean?
Like the one they were like,
That was
terrible.
That wasn't
No.
great. You were like, this is deadly.
Problem is, yous are all fucking middle class. Fuck yous.
How dare you?
Does that mean we know what good food is?
No,
or
no,
what?
you're spoiled by good food. You didn't feel the heart and the fucking in the mushrooms.
Hardship.
You were, like the one.
It
was
fucking
yeah.
Fish fingers.
Ah, yeah.
He never cooked mushrooms before. It was
Aye.
Oh,
Aye,
you
and you
I
know
never
what, it was-
watched them before.
and the Dicky as well. He was class, and it was unreal. And it's not your fault, by the way, because John asked him to wash the mushrooms.
I did ask more.
And it was a pure sabotage mission because
I still have nightmares about
and it was all and Diggy was all on purpose because he told me 'cause he said I don't want Diggy to win
drama.
because he's too good looking and
good drama.
and
That's
that was
gonna
what it
be
is,
the-
you know what I mean?
That might be the best episode.
Aye.
Where,
Could be
How many episodes do you do, by the way?
4 altogether.
That's pretty sick. Fair enough. Aye, that'd be
So
good.
we had eight competitors.
But fuck yous again because it
That
was,
the
the best
funniest.
one. You know what I mean?
It wasn't.
It was though.
The skin.
It was
The
though.
skin wasn't. It wasn't crispy at all. The skin
Aye.
was.
That's the way I like it.
The mushrooms because it.
Fergal, that's the way he takes it in the house.
Mushrooms because they're all wet made the sauce like just fall like there was
it
nothing.
Just like my mom makes it. Fuck you, you know what I mean?
I've got news for you. Your mother's a terrible cook.
I know. Look, don't you slag German,
But
right?
the best part of it, was afterwards when I talked to the chefs because they were all looking and their
Yeah.
faces were like whenever you were trying it and deliberating, and they were like, "Oh my god, I can't believe that just happened."
And the other
Nick
two,
Stephen was in shock.
and the other two weren't the best. You know what I mean? Like, you know, they were good. They were good. Look, and I obviously
I love how
am-
you're sticking to your guns still.
I am a culinary.
love it too.
I am a culinary expert, obviously. You know,
Obviously.
and the other two were just a wee bit too higher class, upper class for me.
So you could actually taste how good they were.
You can taste the class from the food.
I could taste the oppression. You know what I mean? The privilege of being white, I guess. You know, or whatever you call it. You know, like that.
I got middle class
It was,
fancy.
one was made by the other two were made by Protestants. And I know that. I can taste it. And I don't mean to be rude.
Middle class fancy Protestant.
Yeah, definitely. Like they definitely, and they're deadly cooks. But I could taste my ancestors. You know, sadness, tears.
Tears.
If you will, the starvation, and all. It was mad, and I could tell that young Dicky, you know, he clearly cooked with heart. Like he cooked as if it was a famine.
He
You know
cooked
what I
with
mean?
His
fear.
bread was lovely. He had a lovely bread that he made. It was like a fucking like a pizza kind of bread.
Focaccia.
Focaccia. It was class.
Funny, I had deadly focaccia over the weekend.
And you know what? And if you brought me in and I tested, I would have said Dicky's is the best. You know what I mean?
Would you have? Just
Aye.
for the sake of it?
Just I don't know. I would have known. You wouldn't have told me, but I would have known.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Keep trying, Dicky. You know what I mean? Like it's not your fault.
I hope he comes back.
Aye, so do I.
Definitely. He threatened me during the interview at the
What did
end.
they say?
Oh fuck, that was so funny.
John ruined his life, basically.
I
Very
basically
much,
ruined
yeah.
his life.
He did,
He
aye.
wasn't going to go back to do anything. Just
Aye.
He's never going to cook again.
never going to cook again. He's going to
He's not eating that.
sit in silence. sit in silence.
He's dead now. He definitely won't be back. Aye, it happens. You know what I mean?
That was so funny.
Aye.
That was hilarious.
I put the disclaimer in saying, look, I'm not a chef.
Here. Here
I
Here.
love to have a really
Here they do.
So
Know what I mean?
funny.
Here are the
Here they
chefs.
chefs are what?
They know.
Are you
Oh,
serious,
No, I'm
lad?
only joking. I'm only joking.
Joe was so cross at
Joe
you as
is
well.
so lovely as well.
Joe was so cross at you after.
Aye,
that
he was,
as well.
he was fucking
so
raging.
cross.
No.
And like I know like he was holding back to you on you.
Aye,
like
aye.
if it had been, if that had happened in his kitchen,
because his face was wild red, like you could tell.
I was probably from that. Yeah, it's definitely from that.
Probably could have.
Because if that had happened in his kitchen, I think he would have fucking tore you and you.
I would've-
You would have had a few pans clotted
I
at
would
you.
have threw out of the past.
beat to death. Aye, with a fucking raw fish or something. Definitely.
I didn't know that. I came
I
home-
felt it off you. You know what I mean?
Aye.
I felt it off. You were not well.
No,
And I'd only arrived. I felt like somebody was, you know, like,
Someone had been
do you know when you used to go to your friend's house and you knew that the dad just after, you know,
telling someone off.
to
Yeah,
bait-
that's
bait the
exactly
child.
it.
just shouted
bait
at,
the other child for like throwing, I
Just
don't know,
shouted at his
paint
son,
down
like,
the stairs,
aye.
and like, you know, he's like, oh, don't worry, mate. Like, no,
that's 100% what happened.
that's exactly what happened. You know.
Here, look at that, the drama in some way.
Then it's gonna, as long as you had the type music in, you know, the real fucking.
Oh, aye,
yeah, you'd be good.
100%.
Like,
I was running around the place with the check, just twirling in the air.
yeah, that's it.
You just walked into the place.
I did because you didn't tell me otherwise. You know what I mean? He gave me no pre-warning. He just said, "Walk on in there."
just walking
You'd
in
be
time.
grand. I walked in. Fuck
Fuck,
you.
I did tell you.
You
Just
did.
walk on, actually.
Did he?
I told him just to walk on in
Jesus Christ.
and see what happens.
Talk about sabotaging a man. Like,
I know.
sabotaging people all day.
You're on a fucking audio channel.
It's
Chaos,
good crack.
just.
I know.
Chaos, though.
But
Aye, that'll be coming soon for sure.
that'd be good, Craig. I'm looking forward to actually seeing that whole thing. I'll watch all the 4 episodes.
It's going to be good fun.
It
Just
is.
seeing local people doing it. Like.
Yeah. That's
It's a
the
wee
fun
bit
bit,
nuts, but at the same time, it's like, that sounds interesting.
I still can't believe I'm wearing this blazer, by the way. I should have took it off.
It
But I
looks
feel like
so
it's-
good on you. I'm not
became
gonna
a
lie.
thing.
It's just glistening. The lights are glistening off you.
I don't know if the story you told me or the blazer, but it's working.
It's working.
You look like a young. You look like a cross between Daniel O'Donnell
Aye.
and a young Ardal O'Hanlon.
Okay, I can take that, actually. Yeah.
Wee fucking compliment.
Daniel O'Donnell's the next to be cancelled.
Daniel O'Donnell.
No, how dare you?
Do you think he's got like some sort of? Do you think he's got some sort of tapes or something like?
Think about it
Hey,
like.
man, the man's a fucking national treasure.
He is.
He
That's
could
how
end
it
up-
starts, Fergal. Fergal. June.
If it went wrong, I'd be like the ones backing up R. Kelly.
There would
He
be.
did no wrong.
There'd be grannies. There'd be grannies outside his fucking the court
but
case
that would,
and stuff.
The problem
Fucking.
is that would be the people that he definitely would probably.
Wait to hear. Do you know what he'd probably get caught for?
Well,
His attitude adjuster.
No, he get caught
what an
for.
F did he?
he
Well,
get
like, is
caught
he
for.
like John Cena behind the scenes?
No,
dropping
he-
people in F5s through tables and stuff.
He'd get caught for Donegal Erotica, just like you were talking about earlier.
in the old video.
There'll be tapes of him doing erotica years ago,
Aye.
and he'll get in fucking balls.
I feel like he
He
definitely.
come out and own that though.
Oh, he'd have like Daniel O'Donnell's sex line. You know what I mean? That'd be the next big thing.
Imagine ringing him
There's
up.
something in that, you know.
Imagine him getting paid ringing him up. Ringing
Do you ever see
Daniel
the-
O'Donnell up for 2 hours every day? He'd make some fucking money.
Was there a thing where you could call
Dial
him
him.
at
Dial
one point
O'Donnell.
or something? And like, I don't know.
What are you
Daniel
talking
O'Donnell
about?
also. Can we also talk about the fact that he's fucking 7,000 years old?
Oh,
man's
100%
never-
vampire. Like,
No, literally though, he's like Keanu. You ever see the Keanu Reeves thing? You know where Keanu Reeves is like, there's a portrait of like a guy who looks identical to Keanu, but it is like Keanu Reeves from like
Yeah.
the 17th century, and it's just him now, Igor or whatever. No,
That's not
but,
Keanu.
no, I'll link it after. I'll show you, but link it after. But literally, it's identical to Keanu Reeves. But I think Daniel O'Donnell's exactly the same.
think
It's just
so?
there was no photos in Ireland at the time. But like, or portraits or people that
no
could paint or
cameras.
whatever. Not that I would know, no historian or whatever, but like, you know, the famine fucked us up. But I imagine Daniel O'Donnell definitely thousands of years old. Like,
do you think
you
so?
know, he probably invented music, you know, back in the day.
I've got this great idea
Oh,
around
aye.
a campfire.
Him sitting around, he just pulls a couple of strings together. He's like, listen to this, boys, you know. And then I would enter here with some.
Do you know what'd be good? Daniel O'Donnell should do one of those apps that help you go to like the Calm app.
go to sleep
Oh.
at night.
I think he'd be brilliant at that.
Go to bed, and you could get it customized. Go to bed, Patricia. Patricia, go to bed.
It's time to go to bed.
Good night, Patricia.
I fucking love that.
It's your friend Daniel here.
It's reminding you to take your pills.
Imagine the wee granny one. Imagine the wee granny
Aye.
one. You had a lovely day at mass.
Deirdre.
You have the rosaries done. Get into bed.
Get into bed.
Where's the hot water
Now, have you drank?
bottle?
Now, have you
Your
drank?
feet are cold.
Have you drank your liter of water now, Deirdre? I would think about getting up and getting that
Remember,
in
you'll be up at 4 for
you.
a piss.
I know. Now,
Don't
did
let
you
that
say?
bother you. Go off to sleep. Go off
And I
to
know
sleep.
your wee daughter there. She might have said something to you there this morning, but she didn't mean it. Deirdre.
Let it
Go on, let it go. God forgives. God forgive you. You know, for the things you're thinking, Deirdre. You know. Daniel O'Donnell sex tips. That's
I
the
want
next
that
one.
now.
Hotline.
Not the sex tips. The ebook. Like a
ebook.
wee
Yeah.
nighttime listen. Audible.
Definitely, aye.
Audible.
Did you see he had TikTok as well? He went through a TikTok phase. He's not on it anymore, but he just started to do wee shoutouts to people. It was unreal. But it
Wee
was like,
cameo sort of thing.
like almost, but it became like a whole competition between people. You know, I started like there's people being like Daniel, like, and I know they're all made up, but like Daniel, my granny just died. Can you do a
Oh fuck right.
you know, like, they started getting more ridiculous
well
every time. It's like you know,
Not
like
really.
Daniel, like,
Aye, but the granny maybe wasn't dead.
No, not at all. No. You could tell.
Tell us she got a message from Daniel.
I killed her.
Oh my god.
But I still don't understand. I don't understand the logic. Like,
Patricia and Randallstown.
when did he start? Because like, how do all the grannies be in them? And if he's only like, he doesn't look like 150. You know what I mean? Like, not that he is.
He gets his hair dyed. Like,
What age is he though? Like, be real.
I don't know.
Somebody Google it. Somebody Google what age.
He's like
He's
100. He's 117.
it has to be like, but he's been around through the wars. Like,
62.
He's only 62.
Not retired.
Fuck off. You serious?
and how did he capitalize on the old granny? You know,
It's just the country, yeah. It's country songs, eh?
but did he do that from when he was what, 17 or what? Do you know what I mean?
I think he's been doing it from his 20s, like late 20s. As far
The, lo-
It doesn't make any sense. Why are we making it a logical thing? Like, that's the 80s. You know what I mean? Like, how did all the grannies get into them then? There's a conspiracy theory here, lads, that none of us are touching on.
That he's the Diddy of Ireland.
Yeah. He's in on it. You know what I mean?
That's nuts. Like.
He's been to the parties.
That's basically what you're saying. Like.
And he would get away with it too because he's so soft. You know, nobody would question if Donnell showed up.
I didn't mean to pee on those grounds.
Get the Deirdre, get the baby oil.
Did you ever see his?
Get the Johnsons.
Did you ever see his Halloween song 40 years ago?
Yeah, it was lethal.
It's fucking dead. It's a full metal breakdown.
What?
And it's like an Evil Dead party.
Fuck, unbelievable.
The night of the living Daniels.
Fuck off.
There's a wax museum in Donegal.
Yeah.
Daniel, Donnell, things. Gets struck by lightning. They all come alive, and then Daniel turns into Bruce Campbell, goes around killing himself.
That's unreal.
And there's big metal breakdowns.
Lad,
It's
it is.
fucking
It
amazing.
is. The production quality was lethal.
Somebody dared him to do that.
But
You know, like,
he played into the Daniel.
Aye, he played into his own character. Like.
that's crazy.
We
lethal.
He's a
We need to
fucking-
link that.
He's a marketing icon.
I will link
you
that.
know,
Like, that is ridiculous.
that's fucking unreal. I didn't know that existed.
Did you not?
No.
It's great.
It
It
was.
went largely under the radar too. Like.
It did. It did.
Aye.
I thought it would have got a lot more views than it did. Like
That's mad, though. I must see that.
they're suppressing him. Like,
That's it. That's
They
it. The
are.
That's
government.
the conspiracy.
Because they know he's here to cure the
they
world.
don't want to get him
All this
getting
evil
too
is
big
going
and
around.
too sexy,
Aye.
like for the
Aye,
the elderly ladies.
Aye.
I hear DOD's real. You know?
DOE?
DOD.
I thought you said the DOE as well.
The remix is the DOD flick your vein on.
What? No.
Why are you talking about Daniel Donnell? You never.
DOD flick your bean. When did you become like the biggest fan of fucking Daniel O'Donnell? Like, can we get into that?
I didn't know this either.
Aye.
I honestly hated him all my life.
Right.
I realised no, I was wrong.
What? At what point did you go? I love him now.
Did you have a cup of tea and a biscuit?
Is there an age bracket you hit before you're like, fuck, he's all right? You know?
I think I skipped my 20s.
Aye. Jesus Christ.
I must give him another listen.
Everybody tonight, go home and listen to some P Diddy. No, not P Diddy.
Him and Christy Moore doing.
Him and Christy Moore.
What's the song they sing?
My little Honda 50.
No.
My little Honda 50.
50.
I can imagine them two singing that actually. Christy have the eyes closed.
What other like songs could he do that'd be a good rip up? You know what I mean? I got 99 problems, but the grannies aren't one.
No, the lotion isn't.
The lotion isn't one. Aye. He should be sponsored by Johnson's. He is the P Diddy of Ireland. You know, I'm waiting for it.
I wonder
I'm
if he
waiting
could
for it.
rap.
He could probably drop a few beats, like.
Ah,
Think so?
100%.
Aye.
You need to listen to DOD.
What about in the Irish, Northern Irish lore? Where do we rank Hugo Duncan?
Legend.
I don't know.
He ruins a lot of songs, doesn't he, by fiddling
Stop
and
the
dealing
world
and
and let me off. Aye.
You'd be listening to something good and he'd be fiddling over it like. Be like,
Aye, fiddle
and then you're
the
like, can you let that song finish there?
No, he never does. No, he never lets anything finish. He never lets me finish.
Do you know, we were talking about the local chef there, and we were chatting about what we'd love it to be.
Right?
Like, it could be like you could do it in different towns, maybe in the future or
Aye.
whatever. But we know what it was like. Did you ever hear of Town Challenge?
No. What's that?
Hugo Duncan
In the 90s.
used to go around different towns in the north, and he used to.
Hugo Duncan.
It was Hugo. Well, it wasn't him as the main host, but
Right.
I think he would be running around the crowd and doing all the crowd
Aye,
stuff.
aye, get you.
And you used to see video of him just running around the crowd talking, where are you from and what are you doing and what are you... And it used to be like bungee lines and stuff.
Right.
You-
And what's the
Oh, they do
and the
competition.
gladiators and stuff.
Ah,
And they
right,
used to
okay,
do
okay.
towns against each other.
You'd go and watch it now and you'd see, like, Ron and Garvin, you see everybody, there's such and such.
Really?
Fuck
Do
off.
they still do it?
No.
I mean, they did it.
Watch it now, you'll see people that
Oh, aye.
Aye,
You knew...
aye.
There was one from Magherafelt did it.
There was one, 2006.
Aye,
I
something
mind it.
like
I was
that.
there.
They're lethal, like.
Aye.
They should bring them back. I honestly...
It was when Meadow. It was maybe not 2006.
No, I fucked them, like. No,
But it
I
was
genuinely...
That's a
Meadowbank.
great
It was
idea.
Meadowbank when it first opened. That's when they did it.
That's what I was saying, that I feel like this is what it's like. We should just fucking do stuff
But
like...
can we do that as well?
We could do that as well, aye.
did.
Do you want to help with?
100%.
What do you So what did they do? Was it like
They used to do... Well, I actually need to watch it again because I was young.
Yeah, look, put two people from the town up in an inflatable, make them batter each other.
Gladiators.
Class.
Gladiators.
That's a
It's
great
gladiators,
idea.
but
Yeah.
local.
Aye.
That's it. That's fantastic.
It's
And
literally
then
what we
it's
did
got
with that.
It's got that slapstick shitness to it.
Yeah.
And we'll
You know
get-
what? That'd be really good because you could get the likes of like Paul Allen involved.
Aye.
100%.
Oh, 100%. Here, better than that. Have you ever seen Castletown Donkey Derby?
Yes.
Yeah, I've seen that
That
actually.
was Hardy Bucks.
Right,
You know
right.
Hardy Bucks?
No, this isn't the Hardy
No,
Bucks.
no.
This is a real fucking
Real.
video of a
Is it
town
on
outside.
donkeys?
And there's the boys on there. It's kind of like your town. fair.
Aye.
There was a few ones local did that.
It's a donkey
Donkey Derby. Donkey Derby.
Aye.
The boy narrating it. This downstairs, I think it's Mayo or something.
Uh-huh.
He's narrating it. He just loses it.
Right,
completely.
right.
And
Funny.
he can't stop laughing. It's a big grown man with tiny donkeys. And the donkey goes into the bushes.
Unreal.
That'll be so cracked. Like
What was
we
the
need,
other
we need
one?
to bring that back to the town. We should
yeah.
just do it ourselves.
Fuck
like,
it. Nah, I'm
just
down
run
for
it.
Do you have any donkeys? Or?
No, we'll just get
You
all the
get to
different
hire a
wee-
few. There's a few donkeys.
Hire a few.
A few donkey
We'll
shows
do
around
a
there.
Daniel
you know?
O'Donnell lookalike competition in it and
Ah,
stuff
yeah,
like
yeah.
do wee things like that.
Then there's like who's the other one? Who's the last one left? Then there's like obviously Big Julian and Frank Mitchell is another one that
Yes.
disappeared off the face of the earth.
He retired, didn't he?
Aye.
Is he?
But I miss it sometimes. You know, I miss saying like, you know, in this town there was 2 wee donkeys and
Oh,
4 of them
yes,
are
yes,
dead.
yes.
Where are we? Enniskillen. You
Ah.
know what I mean? Like it didn't make any sense. The fucking thing.
Yeah,
they were saying.
100%.
But like it was madness. Like aye.
The clues were obscure.
Fucking and who was answering them? Like, was there a prize there, or what was going
No,
on?
he answered them like after the break or something like that.
Aye.
But like, what was
That
the
wee
point?
question earlier was.
So people to guess.
Right in the TV.
Was that it? Ah, right.
Aye.
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 And the point was like keeping them for that episode or whatever that was
Aye.
at that network.
That was
'cause you were
TikTok
waiting to listen.
back in the day.
You were waiting to
Aye.
listen.
Madness.
And I used to do wee like close up pictures as well. And it
Nah, I love Frank Mitchell.
reminds me of
Bring
James
him on the
Nesbit.
fuck.
Jimmy Nesbit a wee bit. Frank Mitchell.
Aye.
You don't even like James Nesbit. Lethal. What do you not like about him?
Get in there, Chin. Get in there, Chin. Bare fucks. But no.
Sure, he was in Lord of the Rings. Sorry, The
Oh.
Hobbit.
That was brutal, that Northern Irish accent.
Aye.
Aye, I don't want to know where them dwarves came from. You know, them,
I don't want to know. I don't want to know your region. like,
them North Coast dwarves.
don't want to
you
know your region. Don't care.
bastards.
You stick to the books.
Aye. But no, that's
Here, sorry.
no. Go ahead.
Do you remember you? I know you don't like him, but do you remember the story of the couple up at the port? That
The dentist?
The dentist.
I used to cut the garden beside that fucking house, lad.
Fuck,
Right.
I
lad.
used to cut that boy's.
What happened? I don't know this one.
Is this? I think it's the dentist and the woman. They like plotted the murder of each of
Jimmy
each of
Nesbitt?
their. No, no. Judd says it was Jimmy, but no,
right,
it
right.
was.
Yeah.
He acted. He acted as the
There was a series.
as the
or-
guy. who
Right,
was
right,
the
sorry.
murderer.
Aye,
So
right.
it was. So it was. Did you know that? So it was
I haven't seen it either, but
Jimmy
I've heard
and
of
his
it.
wife and his love interest and her husband,
Right?
and they plotted to kill these both so that
Fuck.
they could be together.
They did?
Oh, it happened. No, I'm just saying that's the
Oh,
story.
aye.
And Jimmy Nesbit was in that, and it was class.
It was
Okay.
apparently very good.
Lethal.
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 With his patients too, didn't it?
Aye.
Jimmy
A
Nesbitt.
lot of them.
No, no, his character.
Right,
That's
okay,
right.
okay.
That's right. Supposedly he did that as well. It's absolutely nuts story.
Can't trust them these days.
Oh,
Did he have them telling?
yeah.
P. Diddy of Korean.
P. Diddy, Corey.
Oh, jeez.
Baby lotion and all. Fucking bad.
We're really bringing.
I know. every
We're
segment.
calling this episode P. Diddy. Because that's all I keep talking about. Referring to people. Right, coming back to Nesbit. Did you ever see the film?
The P. Diddy of the Hobbits.
No.
Getting in all sorts of holes. Bastard.
Hobbit holes. Right.
He loved them hobbits. He fucking loved them hobbits.
I actually didn't like that film. It was shit.
The Hobbit,
I
aye,
actually
it
like
was
the soundtrack. I know people don't like Ed
aye.
Sheeran that song.
I love that song.
I
now,
quite
it was
like
good.
that song.
Aye.
You're talking about Jamie Nesbitt. Do you remember the film where him and Liam Neeson played the opposite sides to the conversation of it was like a Protestant and Catholic film?
No.
Did you not see this?
No.
Did you fucking...
It wasn't great, like, but it was something like 3 steps to heaven or 5 minutes to heaven or something like that. But they met at like a country house, And the whole film was the build up to them meeting each other for the first time.
Right.
And their families had been involved in some sort of killing between
right.
the families. And it was the build up to them meeting each other in this house. Like.
And it was just James Nesbit. And
James Nesbit and Liam Neeson.
That's crazy.
Did you not see that?
No. What's it called? I imagine watch that.
I think it's something from heaven or something.
Right, right.
I'll link it. I will link it. And did you see the film with Pierce Brosnan and Jackie Chan? Pierce Brosnan basically plays Jerry Adams. Did you still see that? Fergal,
Jackie Chan's
Oh, it's that Jackie Chan movie. Aye. I've been meaning to watch that.
You need to watch that. It's called It's the most Northern Irish film you could ever imagine.
Literally one of the
They
best.
called it The Foreigner.
The Foreigner.
It's got Pierce Brosnan in it as Jerry Adams.
And he's not
basically.
named Jerry Adams, but he's fucking Jerry. No, but
he's a lookalike.
No, he's Jerry Adams, like actor. No.
Fucking.
Aye, politician.
And there's a line. I'm not gonna get this right, but there's a line. One of my favorite lines in that film is just like, it's like the most like sort of West Belfast way to go about it, but it's like they're about to go after Jackie Chan's character, and I just remember there's a moment where he stops and he looks at all the other IRA men in balaclavas and all. He's like, "Let's fucking get him." You know, Oh, it was great.
The last scene.
Man, watch it. It's the best show ever.
One of the
Genuinely,
last
I love it. It's on Netflix.
Well, there was a forest moment, and I'm like, "What? This is not."
It leads into like a fucking Rambo bit. You know what I mean? There's a whole bit in the end where he's
Jackie Chan
Chan's
on
in the
rampage
forest,
then
going
after the
on
rampage.
and like fucking Glenone Forest or something.
Aye.
Just absolutely going
racking around the
mental,
forest.
racking a pile of ramen. It's unbelievably
Is he
good.
using, like-
if you're a Protestant, you'll love it. Do you know what I mean? Like
I
that's
enjoyed the
truth.
film though. I enjoyed
Aye.
the
I loved it overall. Class
I
film.
enjoyed it overall. You seen it?
Dude, no, it's a
I
fucking.
enjoyed
I'll
it.
defend it. It's fucking unreal.
I enjoyed it for what it was. I wasn't expecting an Oscar shout. Like I was just like, this is entertaining. You know, like fuck, he's Jerry Adams. You know, he looks like Jerry Adams, or the film was actually called The Foreigner.
The Foreigner.
Like, how,
I'd love to have seen Jackie Chan's reaction after reading the script.
Could you imagine? They hadn't titled it yet, and then it just goes on the shelf in the UK,
The
and
Foreigner.
he doesn't even know what it's called. He's not even told what it's called. Like
Probably doesn't.
No, I probably
doesn't
doesn't
even
care.
know.
Probably doesn't care. He's making £1 billion. Like he doesn't care. It's a great film.
Should we call it there?
I thought that was
You had enough. I've only started. Fuck you, Fergal. You know what I mean? Well, he started. He didn't even get through half of his things that he wrote in his phone.
I just can't keep.
no, I didn't.
I just can't keep calling everyone P Diddy.
We can and we will. You know, like,
I'll bleep that. Every time we call him P Diddy, I'll bleep it.
keep in one. Keep in one and a good one.
Keep him one night. Always eventful.
Always eventful.
Always
John, it's been good.
It's been good. I got the
good
whole
to see you again, John.
You didn't even finish your Guinness. Fuck's sake.
Come back soon.
How long do you think it's been?
Huh?
Fergal? Or no, sorry. Jude, how long do you think it's been? How long we get to?
2 hours 10.
That's a good podcast.
That's a good podcast.
I'm happy.
I'm happy too.
Well, thank you for having me back, lads. I really
Thank you
appreciate
for
it.
coming back, John.
It's been a
and for
real
the
I
update.
can't wait to see you. Can you wear that whenever you're doing your roast battle? Because it'll give him a bit more animation.
I promise I will. And it's been a real eye-opening experience. I've had a real lubricated experience. I'm feeling like I'm gonna go home and buy some baby lotion. 500 because I know that he's gonna bleep all this out. So
I'm not.
Excellent. But it's been great. I loved it. You know what I mean? It's been great to have him. Thanks for having me back. It's been a good wee call back to the good old days before comedy, before all the rest, when all of us were sitting here and there was no fucking film, you know. So it's been good. I love it. You know what I mean? Back in Fergal's fucking apartment. You know what I mean?
Exactly. It's
Look
always
how far we've come. You know?
Yeah. No, it was good to have you on, and good to learn about your comedy career, and I'm really happy that it's going well. And anyone that goes up and does stand up, you have to take your hat. Take your hat.
We're all
off to
pussies
them.
anyway.
Because it can't be easy. Like,
100%.
so well done,
It's
man.
not, but it's a whole other game to be good at it, you know. So that's where we're going to go for next year. For next time, we're going to be
Fantastic. And
better.
keep on ticking talking.
That was.
Fuck yourself.
from me, John, from
Fergal.
P Diddy, and from literally Daniel Donnell over here.
Goodbye. Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Thank you so much.
Do you want to say anything before we play the
Oh, right enough.
Thank you to all our followers. Appreciate you jumping on board. We've a few new followers from Brendan Rogers' episode as well.
I don't know what they're going to think of this one.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Flipping it up.
Shit, I'll throw the guy on at the end of this. Throw the guy on at the front of her and make sure they listen to it. But I thank you very much, everybody, for listening. Great having John on. It's always an absolute roller coaster. I'm scared to listen to that.
It's going to be tough.
Thank you for coming, Fergal, as well.
Thanks.
Appreciate your time. Jude, always a pleasure to have you.
Jude needs to be on screen, to be honest. Like, he's a real character.
We need
to get you a mic.
We need a side character.
There's been a few complaints that they can't hear you. I'm serious. They're like, get a wee mic for Jude, and just so they know what's going on.
Yeah. Love it.
Because I enjoyed some of your stuff.
And nobody fucking heard them. Nobody's going to hear them. Class.
Very good. Thank you very much, John.
You're welcome,
and,
my friend. You're welcome.
We'll play it out. And again, every 2 weeks, that's what we're doing now from now on. We're bringing on cool people like John and keep it as local as we can.
Yeah.
And we'll keep on going. So we'll play the Boron out. Good luck, everybody.
Woo! You!